Listen to this track, bitch.
Hey, yeah, boy. Hey, yeah. And like that, we back. Beauty and the Beats. Come on, man. With my beautiful co-host.
You already know. The one and only Shawne Williams in the building.
Hey, okay.
Say it loud.
Okay.
Say it
Mrs.
Yeah.
Mrs.
Man, we got my dog, NBA legend, Memphis legend. You know what I'm saying? Shawne Williams in the building. What's good, my bro?
My husband.
Can't call it.
Yeah. Mr. and Mrs. in the building. You feel me?
Yes, this is a special one.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
Absolutely.
Hey, you know what's crazy? I ain't know you did the beat to T.I. Paper Trail. I'm ready for whatever. Somebody bad.
Yeah.
Here with the smoke.
He been singing that for the last couple days.
Real.
Yeah, I did 4 on there, man.
Hate the price of fame because it costs too much.
You hear me?
boy.
Hey, yeah, boy.
I
Shout out
heard
to
that,
Tip, man, legend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Man, who you listening to, man? Talk to me about the upcoming music, man. Who you riding to? Who on the playlist, man, right now?
Man, I ain't gonna lie. Know my wife on the playlist.
I was about to
Okay.
say.
For sure.
Okay,
She on the
okay.
playlist all day. She
Yeah,
been
he
doing
did.
Down Cartel.
Yeah,
Cartel.
yeah, the big one, the mint.
I've
You
been
did.
I've been trying to rename Down Cartel to something else.
Nah, it is
Yeah,
what it is.
yeah.
But look, I you know what I'm
I8,
saying?
okay.
He a new up and coming dude.
Yeah,
You know, I'm gonna keep King Slime on that joint.
yeah,
Slime on there for sure.
absolutely.
Man, Till.
Okay,
You know, I'm kinda
He like Rollo too.
Yeah.
Rollo Rodriguez.
yeah.
I like the other Rollo, too,
Yeah,
both
yeah,
of them,
yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I'm
Rollo
saying?
fam going with you talking about Rollo.
Yeah.
Rodriguez too. Yeah, I like Rollo.
Both of them.
Who your favorite artist out the city? Like just top 3 out of Memphis.
Bro, this gonna sound crazy, but I'm gonna have to say, man, top 3. That's a hard question. But you know, God and Dolph in there. Dolph,
Yeah.
for sure. We from the same area.
Yeah,
And Dolph grind was just, spectacular.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How he came
Absolutely, man. R.I.P. my brother, man.
up. Man, R.I.P. Dolph. And, God had got me through a lot of days coming through prep school, too. You know what I'm saying? I really, like, if you say you ain't listening to God coming up, you tripping. You know what I mean? Like, I really listen to dude,
Yeah.
too.
Facts.
That third one, don't let me feel that slot in. Man,
Some classic or some young or some new.
man.
From the city.
You know.
We got girls popping now coming out of our city. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I ain't
But
gonna
it
say
might
don't
be
listen
some.
to
It might
him,
be
though.
somebody
I
legendary. It
know
might
the
be
one you
somebody
listen
older.
to.
To each his own.
let me see, man. Y'all just put me on the hot seat with that one. Man,
Lil Kenny.
Lil Kenny, B.O. He just
Lil
came
Kenny.
out. Yeah, B.O. just
Top
came
3.
out snapping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I like what's new. I like
Yeah.
evolution.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying? I like evolution.
Man, shout out
Something
Lil Kenny.
I never could see Lil Kenny doing is rapping. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So just by him, you know what I'm saying, transitioning, coming out of the feds and coming into something new, you know what I'm saying? He a good artist for that too. I like him for that.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well,
What you blushing and laughing for?
cause I'm excited. Okay, so going back, Memphis wise, we gotta get everybody up to speed. Cause a lot of people don't know. Like you from Memphis, you went to school in Memphis, you went to college in Memphis. Tell us, like, how was it like growing up in Castaic? You and Doc from the same hood. How was that, like, your young life, like growing up? How you tell me, like,
Well,
How
I
was
grew up in Bunker Hill.
yeah, not
Bunker Hill,
Castaic.
Dixie Heights area. I grew up in Castaic too, because my grandma owned a restaurant in Castaic. It was called the Black Hut. You know what I'm saying? A soul food spot. You know what I'm saying? With the gambling machines. It was right in the middle of the projects. You know what I'm saying? It was surrounded by projects and one little church. So I grew up there. My grandma knew that was their first house they owned in Castell, aka Dolph Land now. You know what I mean? But I grew up with Dolph, Daddy O CEO, Paper Route. You know, his grandma actually was the cook. You know what I'm saying, for my grandma. You know what I'm saying? Her name was Magnolia, R.I.P. Magnolia. We grew up together there. I went to a lot of elementary school.
Food fighting and something.
Food so fire.
He always talk about it.
What they was serving? What's on the menu? Run down the menu right quick.
The steam table, boy. She had, like, I still cook these burgers and fries to this day. The homemade burgers and the homemade fries, chopped out of potatoes. But she used to have greens, turnip greens on that joint, man. Mashed potatoes gravy, pork chop gravy, steak. You know what I'm saying? Chicken, fried chicken. She had a real plethora of food on her menu, dog. It was open to the public every day, and she had a bar, open bar.
Yeah.
She had the gambling machine.
You can get some liquor, you can get the
Yeah,
food,
the
you
vibe.
can gamble.
I wanna be in the
man,
hood,
you hit
Black
the slot.
The Black Hood right in the middle of the projects. That's where I first, scratched the surface of anything street. You know what I mean? Me growing up in Memphis, the streetness really came from my grandmother and them. You know what I'm saying? Having an establishment in these areas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And living in that area, being a homeowner and moving, probably, back in the days, they first house was in Castell. But when they got custody of me from my mama, they moved probably 10 blocks over to Gaslight Square, which is Bunker Hill, Dixie Heights, Glenview area.
Right.
You know what I mean? It used to be a drive-in movie theater. They build houses over there, so that's what she set up shop at right there. So I was right in the middle of it the whole time.
That's crazy.
And it was you, so run me, because I know, but everybody else know. So you had you and your brother.
It was me and my brother. It was me and my brother named Shawne Williams. We had my mother, Marcia. She had two brothers, Micah Pittman and Josh Randolph. In the Black Hut, it was also a beauty shop and a barber shop in there too. She had everything. It was like a one-stop shop. You know what I mean? For all that. But my mama was so wild to the point she really didn't ever come to work. You know what I'm saying? She was doing her own thing. Yeah, she still wild. She a wild lady. Shout out to Marcia Williams.
Shout out to
Marcia.
Marcia.
She still doing her thing, but they had everything in there. It was like a one-stop shop to where you can come get whatever you wanted right there. You know what I mean? And growing up right there.
That sound like us.
Yeah, it sound like House of Fresh.
One-stop shop.
One-stop shop. That's that.
So where the hooping come from? Like, you know what I'm saying? What you was doing? You was, you know what I'm saying? We know you know what I'm saying? You can get your hands into different things. You know what I'm saying? On hustling or moving around, like, what a basketball.
It was my serenity. It was like I used to grow up watching my granddaddy watch Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And Mingo Johnson and Marcus Moody and all them at University of Memphis. So he used to fuss at the TV. You know what I mean? As a kid growing up, I used to be like, oh, okay, that'll get his attention if I play basketball. You know what I mean? So finally I was like, you know what, Granddad, I want a basketball goal. Somebody looked at me.
What age is this right here?
Bro, probably 6 or 7.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When I asked for the basketball goal, and I told him I want some chain nets. You know what I'm saying? The street ball chain nets. So he looked at me like, you serious? The man went and bought me the basketball goal the next day. You know what I'm saying? Went and cemented it in the ground in the backyard, and it went from there. He taught me how to shoot. Going in the backyard, he telling me if you don't flick your wrist, he was just telling me don't fuck with the game. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna play the game, play the game. You know what I mean? Because we ain't really have PlayStations and all that back then. We only had, Nintendo, Super Nintendo, and Sega. Yeah. So he just taught me from then. He was like, if you ain't going to shoot like this, you fucking with the game. So that's where I really got my shot from. Yeah. He taught me. He as soon as he put the cement in the ground and put the goal in the ground, he taught me how to shoot and telling me, man, don't fuck with the game. Don't play with this game. Do this shit right. You know what I mean? But I knew that was going to get my granddad attention so I can get more attention from him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Being raised by him. Yeah. So that's where it really all started. And it was a place of serenity because, on the Black Hood, I grew up just being in the middle of 2 and 3 projects. A lot of stuff popped off. You know what I'm saying? People going through domestics or going through shootings, running in the hood to call the police. You know what I mean? I'm seeing women bleeding coming in there, men bleeding coming in there. You know, just a whole lot of stuff I seen. So that was my place of peace. And I knew my granddaddy loved basketball so much to the point it made me want to chase it. You know what I mean? I said, you know what, I'm going to do that if that's what make my granddaddy proud. So I just started chasing basketball. So we used to walk. Back then, we ain't have number what, 2-3 things to do.
Yeah.
Go
Coming up in
outside.
Memphis, like, you know what I'm saying, it's hustling or, you know what I'm saying,
You're going to learn how
playing
to slice the
sports.
pool. You're going to learn how to slice the pool, swan bomb the pool, you know, go skating, crisscrossing, you know what I'm saying, or the gangster walk at the Crystal Palace.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or you going to hoop, play football. You know what I'm saying? Baseball
Or
wasn't really
9 to
big.
5.
Or 9 to
5.
5. You know what I'm saying? But that
Well, you gonna be in the music.
Yeah.
but that really wasn't big back then.
Not back then.
You know, music, that wasn't really, people didn't think that was reachable. That didn't,
Yeah.
like when people
Or
start,
lucrative.
yeah, people start seeing Gotti, you know, 3-6, people seeing 3-6 do it. You know what I mean? But, you know, studios wasn't everywhere around like it's around right now. You can go on every 4 blocks is a studio. Somebody got something set up where you can go drop some bars at. You know what I mean?
It was different then. It was more like the basketball was y'all going outside was the reach. Going outside, exercising, playing ball.
Catching the train. We used to jump on trains and ride it all the way to the fairground.
Man, you went first round. It ain't too many folks who can say they went first round into the NBA. So the passion, the desire, that had to come from somewhere. You just think it just landed in your lap.
Man, to be truthful and honest, man, R.I.P. my brother, and Quintel Woods, he a big part of it too. You know what I'm saying? I looked up to a lot of hoopers, like in Hamilton from Billy, you know what I'm saying, the Paris, London, Antonio Rambo, a lot of them. But Quinn really made me know it's possible, knowing Quinn coming from South Memphis out of Carver High School, coming to pick me up in the 745 big body, getting me his jersey, you know what I'm saying, burning with me, you know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at him, he fly. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm seeing I'm ranked, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, this can really happen, you know what I'm saying? Just by him taking that time out, coming to pick me up, ride me around, you know what I mean, for hour, because you know when you go to the league, you busy. You know what I'm saying? You got so many people grabbing at you, reaching at you. But Quinn, dog, took that time out and gave me his jersey, and I rode that jersey to the plush club. You know what I'm saying? It probably was sweaty and everything, but I put that jump on.
To the plush. You
Yeah,
hear me?
I rode that jump to the plush club with some fly J's, you know what I'm saying? But Quinn really, when I seen Quinn pull up out of South Memphis in that 745, man, you rolled out fresh, fly, and I sat in that car with him, that will really kind of woke me up. And my brother too. You know, my brother seen me ranked, you know what I mean, over the nation, because my understanding wasn't there yet. You know what I mean? But my brother understanding, he was like, bro, you can go to the league. Them folks got you ranked. You know, you can look 5 and 6 years down, they got you on a mock draft. So my brother like, bro, you on a mock draft. Them folks said you can go 50. They're like, bro, you finna go to the league. I'm like, for real? I'm like, okay. And that's when it kind of...
What time is this? Is this 10th grade, 11th grade? What is this?
Bro, it's like 9th grade.
Ninth grade, you
Because I
right.
came on the scene. I didn't come on the
Shooting that
scene.
junk.
No, I ain't come on the scene. I played for Coach A, but Coach A got a system.
What school is this?
Hamilton High, you know
Hamilton
what I'm saying?
High,
So he
okay.
got a system set to where it's like Popovich, you know what I'm saying? Everybody after another one. But what happened is I played for a AAU team called the Memphis Bulldogs. And I played for them from 12 and under all the way to about 14. And the guy who, Coach Terrence McGee and Spencer Johnson, you know Lawrence Johnson Realty.
Yeah.
That was their team. And they just really kind of washed their hands of the team. But they took me to the Memphis YMCA. That was like a super team in Memphis. And that's the first time I connected with Andre Allen. And, you know, Andre Allen was number 1 in the nation at that time. And when I got with Andre, that's when it started clicking. You know what I'm saying? Andre even seen it in me. Andre put it down in me like, cuz, you cold. You know what I'm saying? I throw that joint off the backboard, just go get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for you the whole time. So that's when I kind of burst on the scene once I got with Lil Dre. Because Lil Dre was already on the scene. We was the Bulldogs. They was Bellevue War Eagles. And once I got with him, I burst on this scene, dog, and I started averaging 20. And it just became a reality to me. You know what I mean? Because he was one of them, Andre straight out of South
Oh
Memphis.
yeah, real baller, ball handler. You know what I'm saying? Playmaker.
For sure.
Shout out to Andre
When
Allen,
did
man.
you cause you 6'9"? So when did you experience your height, your spurt,
That came in high school. When I went to the 9th grade, I ain't played varsity to the end of the year. Like I said, Coach A had a system. I was good enough to play varsity, but I had to wait to the end of the year.
It's still 9th grade.
It's still 9th grade.
That ain't
And
bad.
after that 9th grade season, I came back my 10th grade year. I done grew about 4 inches. Knees bad, knees hurting. I got these knots on my knees to where I can't even sit in the back seat of a car because they aching. But when I get back to school, I get to walking through the hall, everybody looking like, man, you so tall. Like, bro, you tall, you long as hell. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just constantly telling me I'm tall. And that's when Coach A kind of set me down. It was like, boy, you done grew about 4 inches. You know what I'm saying? That was a treat in, and it was on from there. That's
So what position was you playing in 9th grade? Shooting forward?
Man, I was playing all
Power
the positions. Point, 2 guard, 3 guard.
So the 1, 2, 3.
4, like for a freshman, I played the point guard, 2 guard, 3 guard, 4 guard. Whatever they wanted me to play, I played it. But going to varsity, I was going to play like small forward, power forward. But the next year I came that summer, and I worked out too. I ain't gonna lie, I was a gym rat because that's all I had to do. And I stayed like Hamilton High, and now Hood is right there. It's like 200 steps from my grandma and them house to the gym. So I played that whole summer and played AAU and came back. I was so cold till one practice, we in there with Coach A. That man just stopped the practice and just told the team, that man just stopped the practice. He told me, introduce your motherfucking self to these niggas.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself. This is motherfucking Shawne Williams. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was so many surreal moments that I look back on as I'm older, because I didn't know I was that thing at that time. You know what I'm saying? But so much stuff happened and so many folk pumped me, put that battery in my back to just let me know. You know what I'm saying? Like, you that thing. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
That's why I'm telling you about coaches, man. Just
yeah,
the
they are
importance
big. That's what I was finna ask. I heard
Importance
so
of
many
sports.
stories about Coach A. Like, just growing up in Memphis, like, you used to always hear about Coach A cussing everybody out. Rest in peace to Coach A. Cussing folks out. You know, my mama taught at Hamilton, so I heard a lot about Coach A through her. So how was it just being under him, with his reputation and stuff? What did you take from him as being a coach? Was he very pivotal in your life?
Nobody don't know, but just because the school was so close to my house, Coach A practiced, because his system, he practiced every day, on weekends too. So on every Saturday, I used to go up there, and he ain't let nobody sit in his gym. But for some reason, he let me sit in his, tell me, go to the motherfucking top. And I just go up there to the top, and I sit there and watch the whole practice every Saturday. I'm talking about, this is 5 years before I get there. So when I got there, I knew everything that we was doing, because it's a real system. You know what I'm saying? But I've been around. I watched everybody come through there, from Antoine Best, Philip Noe, like I said, Billy Richmond, Tonio Rambo, Dustin Ryan. I watched everybody for years and years and years, and playing for Coach A, dog, his discipline, you had to be disciplined. Couldn't have no earrings, couldn't have no tattoos unless you came in with tattoos. Couldn't sag your pants. And me coming from the hood, all these is fads that I picked up anyway. You know what I'm saying? Earrings, tattoos, and sagging my pants. You couldn't do none of that. So he was I knew what I was going into. Right. You know what I'm saying, from the beginning. But it was a dream for me to play for Hamilton, to be one of the elite players at Hamilton, because Hamilton always been one of the best programs in Memphis.
That's what's up. What you think is the biggest struggle coming out of Memphis?
Man, that street shit, man. It's like, when I was coming up, East Memphis, Hickory Hill was the best, part of Memphis, But now, with gentrification, it's the same in South Memphis. You know what I'm saying? Growing up in South Memphis back in the day, that was the area. That was where everything was going on then. So it's like, when I walk outside, I see the dope boys on Oxen Voles and Trailblazers, you know what I'm saying, coming through in cutlasses, you know what I'm saying, the brick man, quote unquote, you know what I'm saying? So, the influence is real. So me coming outside every day and seeing that Then my mama kind of being from the streets, you know what I'm saying? She kind of took on that street life. And my grandma and them, like I said, having a cafe there. Like, I grew up with Daddy-O. You know what I'm saying? So all we seen was Oxenvols, Dayton's, and the dope boys that was fresh and fly. So that influence instantly, you know, it came on me too. You know what I mean? So I instantly got influenced by that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because it was different if I could see Jordan walking through the hood. That would have influenced me too. But that ain't what I seen every day. You know what I'm saying? My everyday struggle and everyday life, what I seen was dope boys.
When you playing for University of Memphis, when was the first time you met Penny? Or when was the first time Penny reached out, or, you know, when was
I had a couple of run-ins with Penny, but my first time knowing who Mr. King Cotton was my granddad. And once he seen I was taking basketball serious, he started every year taking me to the Penny Hardaway Classic in the Pyramid. I used to come home and put the tickets in the curio cabinets, you know what I'm saying, and frame them because he knew I'm trying to go to the NBA. But it was a post office league Penny used to play in at Hampton Community Center. You got the community center downstairs, you got the high school upstairs, just one big building. You know, my first experience with Penny personally wasn't good to me as a kid. You know what I mean? Because I just caught him in the bathroom. I came down there to watch him play, but he had them phone pauses on. You know what I'm saying? He had them phone pauses on, them blue with the black. So I'm like, man, when he go use the restroom, I'm finna go ask him to give me them Johns. You know what I'm saying? So he go use the restroom. I run up on him. Man, Penny, let me get them Johns after the game. Let me get them phone pauses. He like, man, go on, nephew. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of hurt me. So my first experience with Penny kind of hurt me. But once I went to the league and experienced what he was already experiencing, I seen it was like so many people be grabbing at you. So a lot of people gonna catch the stray bullet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And Penny just was like, no, he did so much for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm just a straight bullet at that time to where he's just like, nah, I can't give you these shoes. But that kind of hurt me. I was like, it motivated me too.
Felt some type of way.
Yeah, I'm like, I ain't gonna give me them shoes, man. That man rich. He got the Penny Classic going on. I'm a little dude from South Memphis asking him for them shoes, but he probably want to be
Maybe
bothered.
it was the way you came at him. Maybe like, okay, I'm trying to use the restroom. I'm trying to handle my business. You know?
I look at it like, man, so many folks, it's Memphis, man. When you go pro and become a millionaire, dog, you turn into like an icon. It's so many folks grabbing at you down there because everybody just want to, you know, claim the fame or be around somebody. So it was like, I'm probably just one of 500. He done been like, watch out, you know, you ain't finna get these shoes. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I ain't
Can't give everybody a shoe.
Yeah. He probably done gave away 500 per already.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because we was in South Memphis. You got to understand, he probably took her the whole North at that time. He from North Memphis, Bean Hampton. He probably took her his whole hood. But like I said, I just caught her straight. You know what I'm saying? But once I got older to realize, I was like, oh, Penny was going through it at that time.
Because you've experienced
like,
it.
I need these, bro.
What was the hardest part about transitioning from college? Because so college, you was under Calipari.
Yeah.
That was, y'all was like popping. Like y'all team was popping. Everybody knew them. They always was, you know, going out to the club.
For sure. Everybody knew Calipari.
Everybody knew Calipari. It was a big deal back then. How was that, like, transitioning from Coach A to Coach Calipari on a bigger level going to Memphis?
Just to be honest, Coach A didn't want me to go
to Memphis. Really?
Nah, that's why we kind of bumped heads at that point. And my granddaddy wasn't going because that was his life. He bled blue. You know, Coach A wanted me to go to Arkansas. You know what I'm saying? But I was going to go to Memphis. If Calipari was there, whoever was there, I was going there because that was my childhood dream.
Why you think he wanted you to go to Arkansas?
I don't know. You know, it's a lot of politics in this, man. You know, Todd Day was finna get the assistant coach job. There's a lot of
Todd
stuff.
Day is his son, right?
Yeah, but I ain't finna say that was the full reason. I feel like he looked at what I was up against coming out my front door at my grandma's house.
And he knew your local environment, so he probably thought you would be safer. Maybe.
He was like, get out of Memphis,
yeah,
you know,
true.
and go there. But you know, that was a dream to me to go play for Memphis, and like I still had some bumps in the road in high school. I had to leave my high school my senior year.
Yeah,
halfway
You left
through
Hamilton.
Yeah, because
where?
had to go to Laurinburg, And that's
Prep
what
school, right?
Laurinburg Prep in North Carolina.
Can you put us in the mind of what Laurinburg look like? Drums. I mean, he showed it to me. I did.
Yeah, I took her. She did a booking like an hour away. I said, I got to show you my high school.
And this is because of what's going on personally in your life?
Yeah, because I get to skipping school, you know what I'm saying? Just doing all, the influence that kind of
Tell
took.
them what they told you. Why you end up at prep school.
What you mean?
What they told you weren't going to play no more.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Calipari told me that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I tried to take the classes through the mail because I had to sit out because I had missed so many days. I started skipping school.
You still in high school?
I'm still in high school.
12th grade.
12th grade. I was skipping school in my junior year. Like, I had trouble with her mother, you know what I'm saying, in English class my freshman year because I had already picked
Well,
up.
she taught English, right?
Yeah, honors English. I don't know, but Coach A put all his players in honors English. You know what I'm saying? So her mama ended up failing me. You know what I'm saying? Like my first year, she failing me. But I was still street skipping class. You know what I'm saying? Probably go smoke, do whatever, hit the D. Because my grandma stayed 200 steps from the school. You know what I'm saying? So her mama ended up failing me one year. But Coach A, I respect him for that. That man marched me up there when I came in when I pulled car. He was like, you ain't gonna be able to play. But I ain't had to take her number 1 year. That was my freshman year. They marched me up there. He made her change my grade. Like, dang. Like, you ain't finna.
It was right on the verge. You got a D, right? What did you get?
Bruh.
It was right on the verge.
It was right on the verge, but it was for something, like, he looked at my attendance. He was like, he done been in your class every day, almost, every day. Like, you can't fail this boy. You know what I'm saying? Just because of him and her relationship, though, she changed the grade. You know what I'm saying? And I ended up passing on to the 10th grade. You know what I'm saying? But I really didn't have no problems in the 10th grade because I done kind of burst on the scene as a star. So, if you come on there and you ranked and you one of the big basketball players, you kind of going to get just passed through a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't have no trouble till I got to my senior year, coming out of my junior year, because I done missed, we ain't got number, 365 days out of the year. I probably missed 100 days. Skipping, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just skipping. I got a car, got a Cadillac Catera.
You got drafted, what 16, 17? You think smoking and whatnot held you back from going number 1?
Man, a lot of stuff held me back, but one thing I can say, man, what's meant for you, God gonna make it happen for you. You know what I'm saying? Because I was one of the only dudes popped up with a girl at the Nike All-American camp. You know what I'm saying? T. King, not knowing I had to go to the little camp at first that was in St. Louis to make it. But T. King scrapping for me, you know what I'm saying, arguing for me behind the scenes.
T. King.
But I don't know what's going on because I ain't really into the politics. I just want to play basketball. You know what I'm saying? But not knowing I ain't even really in these camps, but I done jumped on the train, first of all, to go to the Nike camp. One of the Nike camps, I got all Adidas on. Run DMC Adidas on. Man, the train door finna close. T. King come stick his hand through the door. Man, what the fuck you got? Why you got on all Adidas? What you doing, man? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I'm like, what you mean? I'm just finna go up to the Nike camp and play ball. You know what I'm saying? Them folks took me out of the train, go buy me all Nike. You can't. They go give me all Nike to put me back on the train, send me up there. Still not knowing he doing it because I'm really not in the camp. They fighting, but they ain't gave them no, you know what I'm saying? They ain't gave
Yes
them,
or no?
Yeah, they ain't gave them no yes or no, no solid answer. Like, we thinking about it. But he like, fuck, we booking the ticket, we sending them up there. This the ticket, he the one, you know what I'm saying? We going. So the whole time we get up there, go to the hotel, man, we standing outside the Nike junk, doors locked. I'm still not, you know what I'm saying, on this. You know what I'm saying? I don't know that I ain't in there. He calling, he nervous. Man, them folks finally unlocked the door and let me in. He didn't really force these folks to let me in. And if you go to this camp, like me and Lou Williams went to this camp together. You know what I'm saying? Because Lou Will from Memphis. Yeah. Actually, we played for the Bulldogs together before his mama moved down here.
Nice.
And he moved.
Lou. That's the family.
For sure. So me and Lou, him, and Anthony Morrow, we end up being the top 3 of that camp to go to the big Nike camp, All-American camp. You know what I mean? And I show up at that camp. with my girlfriend, her dope selling mama and everything.
No,
you know what I'm
no,
saying?
Jesus.
I'm talking about, bro, I just show up because one thing about me coming from South Memphis, I'm happy to be from that place. But I want to bring a lot of people with me. I want to show everybody this where we going. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody good people. You know what I'm saying? Come from everybody ain't bad people. You know what I'm saying? They're just a product of their environment. You know, but I end up going to that camp, getting the top 3, me, Lou, and Anthony Morrow, and we end up getting invited to the big Nike camp. You know what I'm saying? And I went up there and, man, I shut that junk down. And that's when I got on George Raveling list. That was one of the big Nike reps at that time, you know, and that's when it kind of changed for me. But I knew it was kind of, I started figuring out it was political too, because they kept talking about he got a girl here, he got his mama here, you know what I'm saying, and all type of weird stuff.
He come with attachments.
Yeah, he coming with a whole entourage of people. You know what I'm
And
saying?
he's smoking.
Yeah, and they know you
We got to
getting down.
fumigate everywhere he go.
Facts.
Yeah. So that's interesting. So you end up Hamilton, Coach A, got through that. You end up having to go to Laurinburg.
Yeah, just cut you short on that. I forgot. We kind of got our way off subject. I end up kind of flunking. You know what I mean? So I was
So you
ineligible.
can't- he ain't
So I'm
wanna talk
sitting on
about
the
that.
bench taking
You
correspondence.
ineligible.
I'm ineligible, but I'm still sitting on the bench taking correspondence classes through the mail, you know. And somehow my correspondence classes don't get sent in because I'm just sitting there thinking I'm finna play the second half of the season. And then one day, Calipari come up to me, man, after school, him and Daryl Kellogg and Tony Barbee, man, come up to me after school in the Hampton parking lot. He was like, kid, if you don't leave in 3 days, you'll never play basketball no more. But do you know what that did to me? You know what I'm saying? As a player, I wanted to go to the prom in Hamilton. I wanted to graduate from Hamilton. I wanted to experience Hamilton as a whole all the way through. But, man, he came up and told me that because he just cut it straight to the point. You know what I'm saying? Coach A, he wanted me to play too because I'm selling tickets. Everybody just want to know when Shawne Williams going to play.
Right.
Because I'm going between the legs and all this.
So
at this time.
he knows something. Calipari
That
knows
man
something.
came to cut a straight lace, no check. I'm like, nah, okay, I'm going to stay here. I'm finna graduate and go to prom. I'm going to play. He said, no, kid. If you don't leave in 3 days, kid, you'll never play basketball again. Bro, don't you know the biggest knot got in my throat? Man, I get to crying and everything. I'm talking about huffing and crying. I'm like, what? I got to leave? You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I ain't never really been out of Memphis
it's like
to go to
bigger than-
school.
yeah.
You know, and he was like, yes, if you don't leave in 3 days, you ain't gonna never play.
So you got to make an ultimate decision. And so walk me down them 3 days of the process. Who's the first person you talked to? Mom, bro.
And I actually told him, what am I tell my family? You know what I'm saying? So I go tell my granddaddy, you know, I'm like, man, Calipari said I got to leave. He said, I knew you weren't gonna play this year. I'm glad you got to get your ass on that bus.
He
and go.
wants you to leave.
Yeah,
He wants you to get out of Memphis. So
here.
granddad,
He like, you got to go and play. If he told you that, he knows something. He telling you ain't gonna play this year. I don't know why you sitting there thinking you gonna play. Because I'm on the bench eating popcorn. We play Dares watching the Pyramid. I'm just sitting on the bench eating popcorn in regular clothes. You know what I'm saying? So when Cal told me that, the 3 days was the fastest 3 days that ever passed
So
in my life.
who got to do that for you? Your mama, your daddy, somebody got to.
I had to make that decision because I'm 12th grade at that time. I'm old enough I can say I ain't going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But my granddaddy just convinced me. It was like, this the best thing for you. Go ahead, go. So, man, somebody picked me
So how
up.
you get to the other school? How you even know about the other
Somebody
school?
picked me up. I ain't going to say no names, you know what I'm saying, because I don't want to get anybody in trouble. But somebody picked me up in the Taurus about 3 in the morning on about that third day. My granddaddy wake me up, come on, let's go. Get on out of here. You know what I'm saying? Give a nigga $100.
And you already accepted to the other high school.
Yeah, you get in there on scholarship. It's a prep school. You really can go in there anyway. You know what I'm saying? Prep school is really grown men in prep school.
Because you ranked.
It ain't about being ranked. You got people that been in prep school for 5 years that prep. They've been seniors for 5 years. You know what I'm saying? But I'm actually going to one of the #1 prep schools. I had to pick really from IMG or Laurinburg. But T. King helping me through this. You can pick from these two. I'm looking at IMG. They wearing the checkerboard skirts and all that down there. I'm looking at them, and they showed me Laurinburg, which was a lie on the website, showing me a pool and all this. But I'm looking at it. I'm like, okay. I said,
It
man.
was a lie on the website.
Yeah, it don't look nothing like it look on the website. It's false advertisement.
That thing ran down. You hear me?
But I'm
I
looking
said,
at
you was here.
I'm looking at a
God,
place that got to wear
Jesus.
uniforms. I'm like, damn, I don't think I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
make
ain't
it there.
going there, so let me just go here.
Let me
just
go
go
here. You know what I'm saying?
It don't even matter if they got a good basketball team or none of that. I just gotta get out of Hamilton
To get the grades.
I got to go get the grades and
to
play
be able to go to the
to
league.
college.
and constantly showcase
Go
my
to
talent.
play for Memphis.
Yeah, to play for Memphis. So Cal, like you pick go whatever you want to go, but you got to go somewhere.
Cause we gonna get you.
Yeah, you got a scholarship waiting on your kid, but you got to get here. But it's still a 2 and 2 to that. So I picked Laurinburg. They picked me up at 3 a.m. Bro, we driving for hours. I'm in the backseat high. I done smoked me a blunt. I done went outside, smoked me a blunt on the carport. Before they came, picked me up. They picked me up. I'm asleep. Man, I wake up, dog. Man, I look around. It's about 20 dudes on this side, 20 dudes on this side. Big North Face with Pooh Shiesty Man. 4 Pooh Shiesty Mans was popular. We up north. You know what I'm saying? We on that East Coast.
Where you at? North Carolina?
North Carolina, Laurinburg. You know what I'm saying? 2 hours from Raleigh, 2 hours from Charlotte. Man, I get there, dog. I wake up. I said, man, we must be at the wrong place because they look like street niggas. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, we at the wrong place. I see Big Hurt, Key1, and all these big 7 feet dudes with North Faces on because it's cold up there. They got everything on, dog, with the Pooh Shiesty Mans. I'm like, hell no, these folks took me to a mercenary camp. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hell no, I don't even want to get out the car. You know, I ain't scared, but I'm like, damn, I don't know none of these niggas. I'm like, we at the right place. Like, yeah, come on, get out. We finna go in the office. Go in the office, register, take me to my dorm. But the whole school look abandoned. Like, we got tape on the windows, boards on the windows. Earl Mandigo went to this school. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, damn. But me being from South Memphis, and that's why I say God put you through stuff early in your life to make you ready for what's coming. So it wasn't really nothing when I got there. You know what I'm saying? I looked around. I said, shit, I'm going to make it here. I'm finna make it. You know what I'm saying? Because once they take me to the dorm, they look abandoned. It's just wild. You know what I'm saying? It's wild. I'm like, okay, I'm finna make it. Okay, I'm finna make it.
Because it wasn't as structured as you thought it was going to be.
Exactly. I
Like
really
on the
ran from the
website.
structure.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
the uniforms and stuff.
This some shit I can relate to.
Yeah.
This shit like jail. They already knowing the new dude on the way. They knowing Shawne Williams like ranked number 4 in the country on the way. So they all standing out there.
Waiting on you.
In the cold with they North Face and Pooh Shiesty masks on, just trying to wait
What
till
you
I get
need,
here.
bro? So everybody there catering to you, got your back, they for you.
Yeah, they from New York, they from Philly, they from Baltimore, you know what I'm saying? They from Michigan, you know what I'm saying? All 5 of us that went to Memphis, like 5 of us came from there. You got Joy Dorsey there, Tonio Anderson, Robert Dozier, Chance McGrady, like Tracy McGrady, little brother. A lot of them was already up there. So when I get out the car, they all embrace me. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? You good? Woo, woo, woo. They was like, bro, shit, wow, this ain't what you think.
Y'all had a gym and shit out there where y'all could hoop and shit.
It was the #1 prep school in the country at the time. We went like 30-something 0. You know what I'm saying? No teams didn't want to play because they were saying it was an outlaw school. You know what I'm saying? But, bro, we had, like, our gym was abandoned. There was a tree growing out the middle of our gym on the campus. We used to go to the elementary school to practice.
That's
So
crazy.
nothing I seen on the internet was that when I showed up there. But I just knew I was going to survive and make it. I said, oh, okay, ain't that structured. I ain't got to be at class every day. We really didn't have no class. You know what I'm saying? You just had a little school hallway big as this. Just going there, we had like 3 teachers. You know what I'm saying? And we used to go to school. Wasn't nothing else to do, so we went to school and sat in the school all day and just talked. Trip. It was a project called a Macintosh, and it was a project called a Village. The school is in the middle of it, and there's a graveyard right behind it. And you number 1,600 people in the town. Phones don't work, none of that. You know what I'm saying? You got to get a, what was this junk called? A Nextel. You had to get a different phone for it to even work there.
Okay, so you said leaving in Laurinburg, it was no structure. It was just all a free fall. So do you think, going back to Drumma question, that that's the reason why you maybe didn't do lottery pick or go #1 going into the NBA because you were so used to like doing your own thing?
No, Laurinburg had a stigma to it for sure. You know, it kind of got out there to the scouts and stuff, but I already knew what college I was going to. I feel like, just to be honest, if I would have picked IMG, I probably wouldn't even made it to college. I feel like God made me pick that one for a reason. And because that was the environment I was comfortable in, and it made it easy for me to make it.
Okay.
You know, I knew, like I told you, once I stepped on the campus, I went on there an hour, and I looked around. I said, I'm gonna make it. You know, I'm gonna make it, thinking I'm going to college that next season. But it was such a basketball factory to the NCAA came down on it to where it was hot. You know what I mean? Because it get hot like the streets and certain little things. It was like a basketball factory. They knew people, you know, they knew it wasn't no school because they got investigators. They got private PIs that come around and see stuff to where they knew, like, this is non-structured, this shouldn't even be open, because really after I left, they closed it down. The year after I left, they closed the school down. It was already almost abandoned, but it was like me being from where I'm from, I was already prepared for that. And it was fun because we played ball. Like that was our safe zone for everybody. All the people that played for that team. You had people going to LSU. You had people going to Nebraska. You had 5 of us going to Memphis. You know what I mean? So it kind of paved the way and kind of solidified me going collegiate. Because once I got to college, I knew. Because I wanted to go out of high school. I was even, the Travis get mad at me one time. I said, man, you know, I might skip college and go to the draft, not knowing how the media works, saying these things. You know, nothing is off record. You know what I'm saying? They putting it in context and they putting it into the papers.
Right.
And it's making worldwide. Shawne Williams going out of high school. I'm like, damn, I was just kind of playing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, I'm playing. Because I done seen Lou Will do it too, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I seen Lou Will do it, so I'm like, man, I might go out of high school because I don't care. But I knew the struggle too. You know what I'm saying? I knew my brother and them was back there. I knew my grandmother and them. The cafe is closed down at this point. You know what I mean? So I knew the struggle that I was up against. So I was like, damn, if I even get picked 56 or 50, I'm going to the league.
I
cool.
can help my family.
I can help my family.
Things change.
But T King telling me, no, bro, no.
You
like,
gotta go to college. You're gonna have to wait it out.
and you want to go top 20. You want to go lottery. You a lottery pick. You know what I'm saying? He telling me my talent, where it can get me at. He like, you want to go lottery pick. So I said, man, fuck it, I'm gonna stay. I ain't going at the league. But still, I had to stay. I went for half of my senior year, and at the end of that year, I cried again. You know what I'm saying? Calipari and them hit me with. Everybody went to Memphis. Joey Dorsey, Chance McGrady, Robert Dozier, Tone, all them went on to Memphis. Left me there, and I'm out here. You can't come this year.
Why?
We're gonna take Lil Dre on in this year. You know what I'm saying? You come next year. Like, it's too hot. I'm like, what? I'm like, what I'm gonna tell my folks? Crying again, get to crying like a baby. I'm talking about
So you gotta stay in North Carolina.
again. You know what I'm saying?
this time by
now
yourself.
you solo, so now you the big dog there, so you welcome in the new cats.
Yeah, it wasn't even no new kid. Because like I told you, prep school's so weird. You can prep however many years you want to prep. I just wanted to go to Memphis. I wanted to go to college.
So you gotta stay there another year.
A full year this time. I was just there for a half a year. Right. It was like, they ain't finna let you come in. NCAA is gonna be bad. You know what I'm saying? You might be ineligible. Dre gonna come on in this year as a walk-on or whatever. You gotta stay. I looked at Cal. I thought he was with it, with the bullshit. Then I'm like, damn, Cal. You just told me I can come up here for a half year. I wouldn't even came. You know what I'm saying? Cried, boo-hoo. Went home for about a month. But then I just, I sucked it up and went on back for a year. And that was probably the best thing that happened to my career because I got better up there with just basketball. Like I say, I'm 1,600, 1,800 people in this town. Phones don't work. I ain't getting no visitors. No matter the school look abandoned or what, all I got to do is go to vegetables, which is like church on Wednesday, and go to practice every day. And when we not practicing, we going to the park. It's a park down the street. We can't go nowhere but to the gas station or to the school. Because they used to call, like the project dudes used to call us the Institute boys. And so many dudes that came to this school and got girls pregnant in them projects that was around until they hated us. So we had to watch ourselves even walking to the gas station. We only could go to the gas station. It was a Shell gas station. They sold chicken and all type of biscuits and sausages. And that's the only place we really can go. To that gas station, to this elementary park, and back to the Institute. We couldn't go in front of the school or behind the school. It was a graveyard on the right side of the school. You know what I'm saying? We don't really know where to go, and they really didn't like us. So we was really conformed to this one little area. You know what I'm saying? Just going to play ball, and I just kept, you know what I'm saying, expanding my game, getting better up there. You know what I'm saying? So I was 10 times better when I came to Memphis than when I went there.
Gotcha. So going to Memphis, you finally get drafted. I mean, you finally get over there at University of Memphis. What was it like playing for Calipari? You cutting up first year?
Yes, man. Like, I got accolades I can't even remember, like Conference Player of the Year, you know what I'm saying? Conference USA Player of the Year. Freshman, you know what I'm saying? Freshman of the year, all type of stuff, like all different accolades. Because I never was big on accolades. I just love basketball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I love to play the game. I really never been a historian of the game. You know what I'm saying? I know Jordan. You know what I mean? I knew LeBron, Lou Will, Quintel Woods. I even knew Zebo, people that came from around where I came from, but I never was like a historian of the game. I never was a stat watcher dude or accolade dude.
Yeah.
But I got so many accolades going to Memphis. But the first year, Cal structured too. Like, Cal wasn't no easy coach to play for, you know what I'm saying? And he probably can tell you now, you know, I probably was one of the easiest players he had, you know what I mean? Because one thing about it, I'm not going to cuss the coach out. You feel me? I'm very coachable. And I'm going to show up at practice every day, ready to practice, ready to hit hard, go hard. Harder in practice than I do in the game, you know what I'm saying? So that's what made me elite, you know what I'm saying? An elite player gonna always practice harder than they play in the games, you know what I mean? One of my struggles was, like when we played TSU, I never wanted to play them games. I only wanted to play big games when we played Duke, Tennessee, you know what I'm saying, UAB.
Yeah, you got to play every game.
How you go pick?
I just, you know, he used to sit me down them games. Kids, you're not ready to play these games, kid. You know, but I really didn't care for them games. I wanted to play the big games, you know what I'm saying? I showed up in all the big games, won the conference, went to the Elite Eight that year. You know what I'm saying? We lost to UCLA out in Oakland, which was a home game for them. We won, 32 to 34 games that year. We only lost number 3 games, 3 or 4 games that year.
Yeah, y'all was popping. I ain't gonna lie. They was popping around Memphis.
Yeah.
We was
So
like
that-
the number
so-
top. We was top 3 recruiting class that year.
So it's a grudge in your mouth now.
Yeah.
You know, you taste the Elite Eight. You know what I'm saying? You come back sophomore year. What's new on the additions? Couple freshmen.
I ain't gonna lie. You know what's crazy? D Rose was coming in that next year, and us losing in the Elite Eight, I really thought we was gonna win the title that year. You know what I mean? So I really felt like damn, we supposed to won. We cried after that game, all type of stuff, right? So I was, in my mind, I was coming back. I was gonna come back. Cal telling me, Cal want me back too. Like, we're going home and home with Greg Oden this year. We're gonna go home and home with Ohio State. I was like, okay, yeah, I'm coming back. But then I got T King over here. You know what I'm saying?
You get there. You
No,
get one shot.
I come tell T
It's your
King.
time, man.
Because T King thinking we finna get ready to go to the draft. Woo woo. I'm dealing with agents at this
You
time.
thinking y'all gonna win that junk?
Yeah, no, he ain't thinking we
Before the
finna
elite.
win. He ain't thinking about college no more.
Yeah.
He didn't look like you didn't survive college, bro, in your hometown, dealing with who you deal with, being around who you be around. It's a blessing. Like, you can change your life. They got you on the mock draft, top 20. You got to go. But I done got caught up in the college life, you know what I'm saying, and wanting to win the college, the NCAA championship. So I'm like, I tell Cal, after he pulled me into the office, he was like, we're going home and home Ohio State. We're going to do Duke again. We're going to do UCLA again. I'm like, yeah, we're going to get these motherfuckers this year. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming back. You know, that's what I tell Cal. And I leave that joint, go to T King. I think they announced it in the papers. Anything you used to say back then, being an elite player is going to make the papers. He was like, bro, what this here? You talking about you finna go back to college? I'm like, shit, I'm finna go back. I want to win the NCAA championship. And he was like, hell no. Hell no, bro. You ain't finna win no NCAA championship, bro. You finna go get paid. Like, you got D Rose coming in. What more you think you can do? You average 14, 13 points. You got to average 20-something points to go where you going to go in this year's draft next year. You know what I'm saying? In college, bro, it's hard, bro. I ain't going to lie. They play the hardest, bro. Like, I kind of put it in my mind after he talked to me, he brought me back down to earth. He was like, bro, you tripping. Like, you got to go. You can get paid. You can change your family life. You know what I'm saying? So once he told me that, it was like, man, you right. I'm tripping. Like, I'm finna go back and play in this hard shit. I just got drug tests, barely passed that motherfucker. So it was like, man, I'm gone. You know what I mean? And once I went back and told Cal, he was like, you know what, kid? You doing the right thing. You can go help your family. You can change your family life. So Cal took me around on like a promo tour on the Best Damn Sports Show.
Okay.
All these places
He was
in
supportive.
Hollywood. Yeah, he supported it, but he was supporting me coming back too.
Either one,
Yeah,
either whichever
one.
you want to
But
do.
when I kind of woke up, you know what I'm saying, after T. King told me, I was gone. I was like, you know what, I'm gone. Then I had already been kind of dealing with agents, which you ain't supposed to deal with, but that's just the politics of the game. That's how it go. Actually, Head, Endless, CEO of Endless, had hooked. I was dealing with agents like Robert Fang, Robert Lamundu, but he had ended up hooking me up with one of the best dudes I ever met in my life, is Happy Waters. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I met Happy, my life kind of changed. Before I touched the draft, my life changed. You know what I'm saying? Head took me to him, you know what I mean, at the Peabody. And I sat there with him. I was his first player, actually. And we was talking. He was like, you going to the draft? He wasn't pressing me to go to the draft or nothing like that, but I was like, yeah, I'm going to go. And he just changed my life from then. He was like, what do you need? What do you want? What your family need? And from there, I already had money, you know what I mean? But that's when my life changed. He like put it on the table for me, let me keep the Peabody room. That's the best hotel in Memphis. I was in the Peabody for 3-4 weeks. You know what I'm saying? He said, keep the room long as you want. You know what I'm saying? He was like, just whenever you're ready to leave, you're going to go out to California, to Long Beach. I'm going to get you an apartment out there, and you're going to work out there. And me and T. King went out there. T. King moved in with me in an executive apartment.
Yeah.
Wake up and cook me turkey bacon every day, read the Bible, all type of stuff. And that's when it first became real, because once you announce you sign, I signed with him. You know what I'm saying? Once you announce you signed with the agent, you can't come back to college. You know what I'm saying? So I signed with him. And, man, I took it from there. Me and T. King, man, I had 20-something workouts. I think I went to 19 of them. You know what I'm saying? I think the Pacers was the 7th workout with Larry Bird. And Larry Bird, after that workout, told me, he said, if you available at 17, we're going to pick you. So you ain't got to go work out with nobody. You ain't got to go to no more other workouts. I'm like, shit, yeah. So I'm happy. I go tell Hap. I'm like, man, Larry Bird said he gonna pick me at 17. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna go to no more workouts, bro. I got 19. I'm on 7. I'm already dead tired because we're going across the country. You know what I mean? He was like, no, you can't listen to that because anything can happen in the draft. Somebody might not get picked. You got to complete your workouts. I'm like, no, Larry, he ain't lying to me. He looking at me. I can tell he ain't lying to me that he going to pick me at 17. You know what I'm saying? If I'm available. I said, I might not even be there. So it happened like, no, you got to go. So me and T. King stayed out in Long Beach. And T. King went on every workout. I ain't going to lie. T. King went to every workout, probably but the last 6. He tapped out. He's like, bro, I got to go home. I got to go to Memphis. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I'm tired. You can do these last 6 by yourself. And I went and completed them. I ain't go to Boston. I don't think I went to Sacramento and one more other place. You know what I'm saying? Because they called and just said, you know we ain't picking them. You know. So he ain't got to show up. So I did all the workouts except those 3. But I just had in my head, Larry tell him, because nobody else told me that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody pulled me to the side like, we're going to pick you. We're going to pick you. I'm going to pick you. I'm telling you, if you're available, you just tell your agent to shut it down. And when the draft night came, I ended up getting a call because I didn't go to the draft because they invited me to the green room. The green room is the lottery, you know what I mean? But if you are like a hooper, you can kind of tell. You done seen so many people stuck in the green room last, embarrassed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you ain't want to put yourself in that situation.
Yeah, so I'm like,
you really should have went.
Yeah,
I shoulda
went. All the time.
Like
Why
that-
you ain't go to the draft?
like that's one thing I regret I ain't do. Go to the draft.
So where
shake
was you
Derek.
when you found out that you actually got picked?
I was
You
with my
went
granddad.
number 17.
But I was finna go lottery. what's the guy? Byron Scott. Byron Scott called me. He was with New Orleans Pelicans. New Orleans Hornets at the time. He called me at 16. Like, we gonna pick you. I'm gonna give you your flight information. They didn't text me flight information and everything. We gonna pick you. It's the last pick of lottery. But they ended up picking Rodney Carney, my teammate. But he told me he was gonna pick me. So I almost went lottery, but I went one pick after lottery. I went 17 to when Larry said he was gonna pick me if I was available. But I didn't want to be in the green room, the last person in the green room, and don't end up getting picked and being there, because I probably would have tore that junk up. I probably would have clicked out in there. You know what I'm saying? Because it's national, it's publicized.
You don't want to be embarrassed.
So I stayed at home, had the hood. I had a house. T. King had a house all the way out there in Cordova. I had half of the hood there. And I had some people there with me, with my granddad and my grandma, because my grandma had Alzheimer's. You know what I'm saying? And I really wanted to be around my people. You know what I mean? And bro, I sat there, watched
They
all
call
the
you on the TV.
Man, it called me on that TV, bro. It was like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, it was like a blessing, bro. I just thank God, man. My granddad, that's all my granddad was saying. He was like, man, thank God, God been with you the whole time. It was like, I got a documentary that I ain't never brung out, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna bring it out. But you can hear everybody in the back hollering like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you know what I'm saying? They call my name, David Stern called my name. Bro, it's like a moment, it play back in the back of my head, you know what I'm saying? Even though I wish I was at the draft, I still wouldn't have it no other way.
To
I
have
just
your
know.
family there.
Yeah, to have
You would
I
have been
had
at that
just-
junk. They would have seen you, that face
Yeah.
card. all
Like,
that.
I want that for my kids.
Yeah.
Like, because I got
Yeah.
3 kids now. So I really wanted that David Stern picture,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, for my kids. But I got pictures with Kobe. I got, pictures with Jordan. I got all these other pictures for them. But I still would have wanted that implemented in history, shaking David Stern's hand.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Him passing and all that. Because I didn't, like I said, I wasn't a historian of the game. I didn't know how legendary none of this stuff was. You know what I'm
So
saying?
was it like that night celebrating you making it into the league? I know that y'all family was celebrating that so hard and so proud of you, because right when you committed, y'all was dealing with mom passing.
Yeah,
So
that
that
go
was
back
like
to
a-
college. Like, we skipped over there, and I hate we skipped over there.
But we not really, because it's like the night you committed.
Yeah, I had to commit to, you go through a process going to college. You commit first. Then when signing day open, you sign to go to college. But T. King ended up throwing us a party at Census. It was my signing.
Hold on, cut right quick.
So T. King, say action.
Started over. What you asked?
What did I ask him?
No,
Oh,
I'm just
yeah.
going back in retrospect.
So y'all was celebrating you making it into the league, but I know before that it was such a big celebration because y'all had lost mom when you committed to University of Memphis. So
Yeah, it was
I know y'all
bittersweet.
family was it was bittersweet
because
celebrating with them.
Yeah, it was bittersweet because I had lost my brother committing the night I did my committing party at Census. Each Steak on the Rocks, all of us there. I got the same people there that's at my draft party. You know what I mean? They was the same people that was there at my committing party to Memphis. But my brother wasn't there. Like, my blood brother wasn't there. He got killed the night I committed. You know what I'm saying? My brother was a street cat, R.I.P. He still used to try to go get it to make sure I was straight and make sure the family was straight before I made it, But it was kind of a bittersweet thing that he wasn't there. And he was one of the first people told me before I noticed. Like I told you, if you go back into the story in the beginning of this interview, when I told you, he looked at one of them mock drafts, because he was older than me, so he was a little more advanced. He looked at one of them mock drafts. He was like, bro, they got you on the draft board. Like, bro, it's a chance you finna go to the league, bro. Hell no, you can't be bullshitting or nothing. You finna go to the league. My brother finna go to the league. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of made me aware of going to the league, other than being with Quintel Woods that time, coming out of South Memphis, Carver High, putting up on me in the 745, giving me a jersey. That would click my switch. My brother didn't even really click my switch, but he kind of turned it a little bit. Because that's my brother. You know how I be with your brother. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, yeah, whatever. You don't know. You really don't know. You know what I mean? Like, nah, bro, look. 2003, 2004, they got you on the mock draft. You know what I'm saying? They talking about you going 50th. Bro, you can go 2, 3. You don't know if you just stick with it. You know what I'm saying? He ended up getting killed that night after my commencement party. And from there, that's when I kind of went even darker. You know what I'm saying? Because that was my protector. You know what I mean? That was like who I looked up to. Like really what he was doing and influencing me too, I was, going up behind him doing the same thing. You know what I mean? From hustling to doing all type of stuff because we had to survive coming out of South Memphis. When my grandmother closed the club down, not saying when I was first growing up it was hard. It was hard because I wasn't raised with my mom. I was raised with my grandma, but my grandma and them had a whole club. Like we used to empty gambling machines and fill up chilling buckets full of money. You know what I'm saying? But my grandma caught all hammers. She was a more business-minded lady. But when she caught all hammers and my mother wasn't willing and her kids weren't willing to take over the business and weren't ready for it, everything kind of shifted and changed it so fast. So for me to wear Jordans and be fresh in high school, because, chicken was big. You know what I'm saying? They just made the laws and the rules in school. You can't jown on nobody. You can't check on that. That's just now. But back then, checking was big. Like my brother let me know, you can't wear them to high school, boy. You better not come up here with that on.
Big
Bigfoot, big old dust ass. So my brother prepared me for high school back then, telling me like, bro, you can't wear that shit coming to high school. You got to get you some money and do something. You know what I'm saying? So I jumped off the porch.
So before anything was thought of up an NBA or anything.
Yeah.
Gotta have it together.
Yeah. So, that's when I kind of started hustling. You know what I'm saying? And really doing what I see him doing, doing what I see outside my front door every day, just to try to prepare myself for high school, you know what I mean, to wear the right stuff. You know what I'm saying? I ain't have to wear Jordans, but I wanted Jordans. But, being from the hood with clothes, they so creative. You know what I'm saying? Them boys rocking Pumas, you know what I'm saying, Adidas, Reeboks.
Oh, yeah, you fresh. I know
fresh,
niggas still in the polo.
Yeah, FUBU. You know what I'm
Polo
saying?
down.
Platinum
Down to the
FUBU.
ground, socks and all.
Yeah. Then like a lot of people coming up where I was from was robbers. They was hustlers too. They was just dibbling, dabbling a little everything. They was robbers, hustlers. Like one of my best friends, Keneal Wallace, like he in jail right now doing a life sentence for bank robbery. You know what I'm saying? This was my guy. You know what I'm saying? This was my dude. You know what I mean? All type of situations popped off with him. Like it's a lot of people. Like a lot of people I grew up with right now, they dead in jail. You know what I'm saying? Or they living. You know what I'm saying? But just easing on by. You know what I mean? But most of them are dead and in jail.
So you didn't just got picked by the Indiana Pacers. You know what I'm saying? You moved to Indiana. You get a spot out there.
Facts.
Out the gate.
Yeah, me and T King went out there. We got a spot on Keystone at the crossing off 96th Street on the lake. You know what I'm saying? Right by Blue Martini.
Yeah.
3-story junk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And moved 15 niggas in there.
Top 20.
Yeah.
Man, and you went crazy.
Went crazy, man. I had a Cadillac truck get dropped off at the rookie. We had to go down there for the rookie. What was it? Combine. We got the combine that was in Orlando. I had a Cadillac truck getting dropped off at the combine.
What was it? What was it like? What was it like getting welcomed from the city? Like, what was the welcoming like?
Man, you know what
the
this
clubs and moving around and.
Bro, it was
That's
so
Shawne
real.
Williams.
Yeah, I had that name coming out of high school because you make that paper. That's all we had growing up. We really didn't have the social media. When I got to college, I seen Facebook, and that's when that was got to popping. But that newspaper, if you make that commercial appeal, everywhere you go, it's like, you know what I'm saying, the red carpet getting rolled out for you. You know what I'm saying? Like the city embraced me, no doubt. To this day, they still embrace me. But it was like a so real moment, dog. Even going to Memphis, like, playing in high school, they make you a child star, especially if you're good. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all Memphis got is they sports. You know what I'm saying? They hold on deeply and dearly to their sports. They love all their sports. All the teams that's down there like the Grizzlies. You know what I'm saying? Because the Grizzlies was there for a second, but they end up leaving. Then they end up coming back. But man, it was like red carpet, circus world, circus life. My whole life. Till Cal had to ban us out the clubs. Remember he went on the news and said none of my players that's on my team can be in no clubs.
Yeah,
You know what
y'all
I'm
was
saying?
turned y'all year. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, we used to go out.
So what was your favorite? Cause you run down your cities. Cause you played in a few cities. What was your favorite city playing in the NBA? Cause you started at the Pacers.
Yeah,
So
New
what was
York.
like your favorite turn city?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, the pay, like, I had the most fun in Indiana. Like, it depends on what you want to say. Trap fun, you know what I'm saying, Indiana. But like New York was my favorite city to play in. That's when I kind of got exposed and I kind of woke up. The blinders kind of got took off me in New York, you know what I'm saying? Because I still had blinders on playing with the Pacers because of who I played with. You know what I'm saying? I came the year after the Malice in the Palace, the brawl. So I was happy. I was going, I'm like, I'm with some gangsters. We finna bang. Ooh, Steve Jackson, J.O., Till and them, Artez. I'm coming in
going
there, they all
down.
on suspension, but I'm happy to be there. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like they on what I'm on coming in there. You know what I'm saying? So that was one of my funnest teams, you know what I mean, in New York. L.A. was fun. Like Mike D'Antona was my favorite coach I played for. You know what I'm saying? Because he let everybody rock out. You know what I mean? He let you play, let you know your role, and he gave you playing time, you know. And when I was with the Pacers, it was such a transition because they almost crashed the league. You know what I'm saying? There was so much bad pub from their team. We were just on damage control there, so everything was under a magnifying glass. And I get up there and get caught with a unit. Just really come right on in doing the same thing.
Your
They
second year there, 2007.
yeah.
You remember that drug?
Trouble,
Yeah,
man.
get into
little
some trouble, dog. And the trouble they was all the police in that city was already on the Pacers because of that brawl. You know what I'm saying? With Steve Jackson, it was already
We're
doing.
gonna make an example out of these guys.
And Steve Jackson was up there, you know, that man was up there, had the locker room painted red like ketchup. He had flags in that junk tied around the lockers. And even though I wasn't in no gang or none of that, you know what I'm saying, coming from where I came from, but that's just what I was exposed to coming in there. You know what I'm saying? It was millionaires, but they were thugging though. You know what I'm saying? J.O. kind of was like one of the only ones who knew the significance of the position everybody was in. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was in different stages of their career at that time. You had Jack in contract year. He trying to get paid. You know what I'm saying? You got Al Harrington trying to get paid. Jamal Tinsley just got paid. Marquise Daniels just got paid. You know what I'm saying? So we got a lot of $50 million, $40 million, $30 million dudes. You got dudes gunning for it too at the same time. You know what I mean? So it was one of the best seasons and a half I had before Larry Bird came to me and asked me, "Did you want to get traded?" Because I started getting pulled over by the police. They used to just camp out outside my house, and I used to just get pulled over. You know what I'm saying? They
I
was just
know you ride. You ride with it. I know you got it on you. I smell it, Shawne.
like I said, I think they're just picking on you now, man. It's time for you. You think you want to go down there with Rick Carlisle?
Yeah,
I'm
they
like,
want
damn.
you to. When the coaches want you to get out the city,
time
but you
to get out.
No, he asked me if I would have said no. I'm good there.
Yeah,
But I'm so crazy and cuckoo, just mind really not developing, not sharp enough to understand you want to stay with the team you got drafted by. I'm like, damn, Dallas. I can go have fun down there.
See,
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, shit. Send me on to Dallas then. You know what I'm saying? I get traded about 2-3 days later to Dallas. You know what I'm saying? And go
so
down
you
there
move,
to Dallas.
get everything out the crib.
End
Move
up
that
setting the
shit to Dallas.
crib, go down to Dallas. You know, the NBA is a business, dog. It don't stop. Like you come off the plane.
Who on the team? Who was on
Yeah,
Dallas?
how was
who was on
Dallas?
the team at that time?
I like the Dallas too, dog. I ain't
Who,
gonna lie.
so who was some of the players
Dirk
on the team?
Nowitzki,
Dirk was there.
Jason
Okay.
Kidd.
Nash had already gone. He wasn't there.
No, Nash went there with Jason Kidd, Dirk Nowitzki, and Jason
Kidd.
Terry.
Yeah, Jason Terry.
You know what I'm saying? Antoine Wright. what's his name? Devin George.
Yeah.
Stackhouse,
Yeah,
my guy. That was
Jerry,
my
okay.
vet. You know what I'm saying? Stack was my vet.
So what's Dallas like? Nightlife going crazy.
DGs all day. Dallas Gentlemen's. Nightlife going crazy for me because I'm coming, you know what I'm saying, from Indiana, and that's all we did. You know what I'm saying? Was club. Like when we used to land in Indiana, we landing. We see the limo looking at the private. We see the limos already on the tarmac. We got limos and trucks already there. Like we ain't even going to the hotel to drop our bags.
Yeah.
We going straight to party because it's a lot of people on that team just got paid. You know what I'm saying? So it was going down, and everybody was like, that's one thing I like about Larry too, dog, and I respect Larry for that because Larry know what it takes to win. Like we had a championship team that year. We just couldn't get it right off the court. You know what I mean? We had championship caliber team with Jamal Tinsley, Al Harrington, Steve Jackson, Jermaine O'Neal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Marquise Daniels. We got me coming off the bench, Raul Marshall. We even got Josh Powell coming off the bench. You know what I'm saying? We had a lot of hoopers. All we had to do was stay cool and keep our nose clean. We could have won, but we couldn't never. Everybody always in trouble, getting caught with a hammer, or doing this, suspended for this. You know what I'm saying? Getting pulled over, caught with weed, just the wildest, you know what I'm saying, situations.
So Dallas was a little more structured.
Oh yeah, Cuban didn't play. But I still used to go out a lot, and they used to know. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing about the NBA, they know everything. They watch you. Like I said, they got private investigators that watch you high and low. You know what I'm saying? They want to know what you do. They watch your room bill to see if you get a smoking fine, see what you drinking at the mini bar, how he partying. You know what I'm saying? So it's a very calculated thing. You know what I'm saying? I didn't understand what the league was really about until my 5th year, until I started understanding how to really move in the league, you know.
They're telling you everything about you. He likes to drink Grey Goose.
They know everything.
Yeah, he's smoking.
He went to the store for this.
Facts. You get in the limo charge because you're charging everything to the room, but there's a way you got to move when you get, you know, to a certain level. That's why I feel like right now it's for me to tell a lot of these young dudes that's coming up. Like, I ain't no secrets in that league. You know what I'm saying? It's a Fortune 500 company. Like, these people is on it. Ain't nothing they ain't never seen before. You know what I'm saying? They done seen it all. You got to understand, everybody who done came through there all the way from Magic Johnson, they keep that data. And they didn't use that to create their own, like, little way to, you know, figure things out. So, like, you can't hide nothing. You know what I mean? Period.
That's crazy. NBA.
The Lakers.
So overseas, you played overseas as well.
I played overseas. I went over there for a championship round for like, what, 3 months, 2 months. I went over there to Bahrain. I love Bahrain. I went with the Crown Prince and the Sheik. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I went over there for 3 months just for a championship round. I played like 7 games over there. I ain't never go back.
Period. Because it was hard being a part like that.
And I had just met her. It was like, you know, but I'm really going.
What city you meet her in? What city were you in when you met Jessica?
Man, I met
Who
Dime.
you was playing for at the time?
I met Dime when I was in Hamilton.
Yeah,
okay.
I met
I met her in high school.
Cause he was had your mama as a teacher.
but I ain't even know
But
nothing
she
about
was
that.
really leaving from her school, coming to the hood.
You know how you leave? I'm driving from
They
Whitehaven.
leaving their school early to come to the
We
hood
leaving.
school to see what's going on. Because you know
You gotta
Hamilton.
check the trap. You gotta see
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
going on over
So
there.
you know
Hamilton. It's
Hamilton
right down the
ringing.
street, right there, Elvis Presley. So I really just
I figured
But
a game or something. You went to one of his games or something.
no. We met in the parking
In the
lot.
parking lot, she pulled up. We come out of school because we used to have, you know, it was structured. So we get out of school, we ain't got no 45 minutes to go get something to eat. From 2:15, we got from 2:15 to 3 o'clock to get something to eat and go to study hall. You know what I'm saying? This in high school, Coach A. So we used to come out, everybody got to go jump in somebody's car and go get some food, some chili cheese, smoked sausages or whatever.
Something right quick.
saying?
We
hungry.
I ain't had no car my freshman year and stuff like
And
that.
you whipped up on
I
the
whipped
line,
up.
you know what I'm
PT
saying?
Cruiser.
Are you hungry?
Yeah.
Yeah, they whip up deep. This girl named Ashley and all them, because
Yeah,
they
I'm
was
finna get
going
in
with
with y'all.
some dude on my team.
Yeah.
They were going with Dustin.
Crystal was going with Dustin.
But when I see her, it's like she glowing to me like, woo. I'm like, yeah, I ain't never seen
Whipping.
I ain't never seen no bad
You
bitch
was
drive.
driving.
I was driving my car.
But she had her feet up on the like you had your, like I was just sitting there in the front.
Yeah, I
of
had my
the thing.
feet kicked up on the
On the
on the
On
dashboard.
dashboard, yeah.
But
Just
she
big.
just red with a mole and shit.
Hopping.
And I ain't never seen nobody pretty like her. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm from South Memphis. I ain't really just went too far. You know what I'm saying? At this time. So I'm like, God damn. I'm like, man, she fine as hell. I'm like, who? Because I see Dustin talking to him. And I'm like, who the fuck is that? Dustin? He was like, who? I'm like, that red girl. He was like, man, Bird? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, she fine as a motherfucker, fool. He was like, Bird, nigga, woo. I'm like, man, I like her, bro. I like her.
yeah.
I got a
My
girlfriend at
foot,
this
yeah.
time and everything, but it's like, bro, you know, you can see damn near love at first sight back then. I'm like, hell no. I'm like, bro, this girl is so beautiful to me. It's the prettiest girl I ever seen in my life. I'm like, I like her. You know what I'm saying? So I end up getting her number. You know what I'm saying? But I used to be nervous and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Very
young.
nervous, very meek mouth.
I'm like, I ain't really know how to, you know, I only knew how to deal with the chicks around the hood or whoever from my school because I was used to them. You know what I'm saying? But she was from East Memphis. She was a little fast. I could tell she was out, yeah. But you still was from out east. Like, y'all was in the east. You know what I'm saying? You was with all the Cordova girls. They was from Cordova school
my
and stuff
cousin
like
them,
that.
they was Cordova.
And I could tell she was kind of older than me. You know what I'm saying?
I was the first graduating class from Cordova.
For real.
Yeah,
That's
01.
crazy.
So, man, I'm looking at her, man. I get her number, but I really don't call. I really ain't got nothing to talk. You know how you call the phone just quiet. I don't know what to say. You know what I'm saying? What to talk about or nothing. You know what I'm saying?
But it's like we kept in touch.
We kept in touch a little bit, but not like that because I used to be nervous. Like, it wasn't like you was beating down my phone or nothing like this. Like, you really didn't know who I was at that time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was still young. I really haven't peaked yet. You know what I'm saying? But she was already beautiful. I'm like, God damn. So fine make you nervous, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know what to do with this girl. You know, I don't know what to tell her or nothing because my brother and them ain't got no girls this pretty or none of these folks got no girls this pretty. But to make a long story short, it was like, okay, I knew her then. You know what I'm saying? And I think probably, I don't know if a year or something passed or whatever, but then I get the call when I get to get my momentum. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna buy you a phone. And I'm finna do all this for you. Got a phone so I can just talk to you on, you know what I'm saying? Because I just started getting put up on the game on really how to deal with women. You know what I'm saying? With having a woman, you know, you gotta have another phone, get a separate phone.
It was kind of like a side type thing.
Yeah, so because I had a girlfriend, you know what I'm saying, at the time. So I'm like, shit, but I like her. Like, I'm like, my girlfriend really gonna compare to this girl, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to figure out a way. But then, you know, when you in high school, it's hard to even date somebody that don't go to your school because you feel like they got a high school boyfriend or something. You know what I'm saying? So I never wanted to put myself out there like that. But then we just started talking. Then we finally kind of, as I got older, kind of got cool, like became friends.
We kind of linked back up like
you know
University of
Did
Memphis.
you play for Miami at some point?
Play for the Heat too.
Yeah.
So why you was playing for the Heat? Was you in Miami at the same time?
Bruh, I used to, listen, we had, like, you skipping so much of the part because she was my dog in Memphis too. Like, she used to be in my dorm room and everything. Like, that's when we became cool. Like not even on no sex. Like, not even on no,
We
you know
used
what
to
I'm
get
saying?
drunk.
We just get drunk and kick it. Like, I ain't want to have sex every day because I got to go to practice. Like, ain't nothing I can do, but she was just a cool vibe to me. Like, we going to get around. I had the green truck on the 24s and 26s. You know what I'm saying? To where we going to vibe and, you know what I'm saying, have fun and whatever. We just used to vibe and talk. That's where we became friends at. Like, we was friends. Even though we was having sex, but we still was friends. You know what I'm saying? And she never asked me for no money. Like, that was a big thing. Like, they think the city girls just now creating what's going on now. But Memphis girls built off charging niggas. You know what I'm saying? And my brother them raised me on, they know when a girl charge you, but she never asked me for nothing. Because I was having 100 to 200,000 in college. You know what I'm saying? She never asked me for nothing. You know what I'm saying? But she used to always, what you want to drink? She'll bring Patron, bring this, bring that. You know what I'm saying? So she became my friend. You know what I'm saying? So we were locked in. Like, when I went to the league, the first summer league, like my first year at summer league, I flew her out. Like I flew her to summer league with me. I wanted her to experience that with me. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing
And
it's
I
gonna.
still remember that. It was like,
Yeah, we had.
it was a staple in our relationship. I got to experience him going to the league and going out of town with him and stuff like that, even though I got into a fight. But
Because Orlando Summer League is more of
got
a.
into a fight.
yeah,
we
he
gotta,
wanted me to have a threesome
Yes,
with
like.
this girl I didn't like.
No. We was on the phone. This before threesome was pop. Well, threesome been popping, but
Yeah, that shit been popping.
it been popping. But you know it's mainstream now, though.
It's mainstream now.
But I was like, I flew out there. Like, we gonna have some fun because we not already been getting down or whatnot. But she was still my friend. She was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm like, she was like, just let me pick the girl. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, cool. T King down her too.
Yeah.
T King down there too. I'm like, okay, you pick the girl. So we go to the club. You know, I ain't never used to like to buy tables and shit because they were so expensive to me. T King, I want to buy a table. We get a table, bird at the table.
1,500, 25.
So I'm like, but I'm so hyped. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, it be my first
got in the
threesome.
league.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, it be my first threesome. We finna go down tonight.
Yeah.
Bruh, she really procrastinating the whole night. Every girl, I'm like, what's up with her? I don't like her. What's up with her? I don't like her.
Here go the bullshit.
I'm
Goddamn. She
looking at
really
her.
don't want to share nothing. Like, goddamn.
That's the whole. As I got older, I realized she realized she just done told me what I want to hear, bro.
Yeah.
So by next thing you know, we in Orlando, 3:00 hit, man. It's the club finna let the lights coming on, and then I'm looking like, man, I done got 2-3
High
girl numbers in there.
expectations. Yeah.
Like, I don't like nobody here. I'm like, oh, you got me fucked up. Like, we finna, like, nah, I got somebody. I got this
He
girl.
just wanted to pick her.
I'm like, cause I'm actually,
She already open to it.
she open to it. I done already laid it down, but everybody I'm laying it down to, I don't like her that bitch. Her shoes. Look at this on her. Look at this on her. I'm like, hold up, man.
Man, we're gonna put her in the shower, baby. She gonna take this shit
They
off.
clean women. I don't even like no ugly women at the end of the day.
Well,
period.
I just was being.
But we still gonna put
But
you in
I
the shower.
kind of peeped how it is now. Girls, women that kind of like women, or it be the weirdest stuff they like about women. It don't really be if it's the finest woman in there. You know what I'm saying? I'm going out to one
It's
of
a
the
vibe.
It's
You know, it's
a vibe,
definitely
yeah,
a
yeah.
vibe. Like, you know,
And
you
it
wanna have
ain't
a
gonna be a vibe
conversation.
if I feel like you really like her. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, hold on now, you really like this bitch. You
Her
want to
name
fuck
was
her real
Bun. She
bad.
fine. She married to a baseball player to this day. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, okay, her. She was like, yes, I'm down. I showed her. She's so pretty. Ain't no girl for the turn her down. Be like, yeah. Ooh.
Yeah.
So we leave. We get the lights coming on. Bird like, man, I don't like that bitch. Ooh. I'm like, what? I'm like, what you mean? I'm like, that's the baddest Johnny in there. Like, who else badder than her? I don't like that bitch. Ooh. So we get on back to the room. I got a game the next day. Man, my first summer league
You
game.
really ain't, yeah.
I don't have time to procrastinate and play. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, bro, listen, she finna come up, bro. She said, I don't bring that bitch up to this room. She can't come to this room. I done already hit her with the address, the room number, and everything. Next thing you know, you hear poop, 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 poop. You know what I'm saying? She at the door. Bro, like, they got that bitch up here. She can't come in this room. So I'm on some old stupid, young, dumb shit. I'm like, man, fuck it. I'm finna go get another room then. You don't want to, I go get her the room for her.
What he do that for?
I called T King. I'm like, T King, meet me at the front desk. Finna get a room, man, cause man, Bird tripping and woo, and she can't come in his room and get down there. T King at the front desk. I already trying to get the room. I come out there, bro. He come look. You know, I got that little look.
Bro, what going on?
Bro, listen, bro, all the rooms sold out in the hotel.
Oh,
I'm
man.
like, hell no, they gotta have a handicap room or something. So I go on up to the desk too. We up there talking to the lady. Next thing you know, I just heard bing. It's the girl
Elevator.
coming out the elevator. Her all over it. She done beat the shit out this girl. She done whooped this girl. Then beat her up.
Oh, man.
She coming off, Shawne, I never want to see you again. Got this ghetto ass girl.
Now you gotta fight for what you love.
Hey, look, bitch, you ain't coming up in here.
King like, bro, you finna get so first you ain't even play the game. You finna get put out the hotel, bro. You ain't even like he can't panicking.
Damn, Dime. Come on, Dime.
He trying to damage control.
I wasn't even dime then.
She
Shit,
wasn't
I
even,
was
she
still
wasn't down. She
Bird.
was bird.
Yeah.
Bird. She wasn't even down. But she was
Damn.
just down. That was my roadie. She was down. I was trying to experience something that night with her.
But you know
what?
what? To go back to what he was asking, like when I was dancing, you did come in the club a couple times, but not when you was playing for the Heat. I think it was more so when you was playing for
the-
other teams.
the
And they'd
Knicks.
come to Miami,
Yeah.
and he'll hit me up like, I'm in Miami, and I'm excited. I'm like, Shawne in town. Ooh, it's finna go down.
Yeah.
Not even just sex, just to kick it with somebody that I'm familiar with. So he'll come out, and something that always stuck with me was that when he'll come in the club and see me, he never wanted me to dance for the money. He always wanted people like, go put your clothes on. We just finna party. But he'll still be making it rain on me and maybe one of my homegirls is
friend,
still dancing. But he would never want me to dance. So, and you know, me coming from Memphis, niggas used to come down there just to see me dance.
But that's respect. Like,
Yeah,
for a
that's
nigga to do
respect.
that, that's
my
respect.
friend.
And I always
like,
stood
you
for
around me
I
and my
already
people, like,
seen.
put your clothes on.
Yeah, and I'm stunting on them hoes, bitch. I don't gotta dance tonight,
yeah.
hoe. Fuck y'all bitches,
Yeah.
you know. So, cause my friend in here, you know, so that always stuck with me, and he just, it's a part of what I love about him. You know, he just always been a genuine, good person. Like, just gonna look out for who coming around.
Like,
So,
what made me happy, I was proud of her. Like, you should be proud of nobody for dancing, but I was proud of her for making it out of Memphis. Like, because, you know, I used to leave and go off. And sometimes I come back, she's still there, but we still gonna kick it the whole summer I'm there. You know what I'm saying? Go ride around till her car's getting towed from gas station because she parked near the gas station, jumping in the 550 with me. And we just riding around all day, spending nights and come back, the car truck gone. I gotta go get a truck out the
at the
Empire.
end of the day, nigga respect the hustle, goddamn it.
Yeah,
Like,
but when she went to
like
dance,
Lisa Ray, that's like Lisa Ray. Like, yo, once you see what a motherfucker doing it for, or how they doing what you doing, you don't know what a motherfucker scheme is or hustle is or woo. And to have the heart to be able to goddamn go and walk in front of these.
that's why I
motherfucking
respected
folk.
her hustle because, you know, you a lot of people looked it down on strippers, but once I heard she was out doing her thing out of town, I was like, bro, I was so happy for her, dog, because I was like, to me, it was like she made it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just to get out of Memphis
A legend out of Memphis.
and go, you know what I'm saying? Like, I still want in a million days, you know what I'm saying, picture what she is now. You know what I'm saying? Having a 4-year career on, you know what I'm saying, VH1, going to WeTV, having her own podcast, to having her own show. Like, I never pictured that in a million years. She still was my roadie before that, but just her making it out of Memphis and going on her own path, chasing it and hustling it, I respected it. You know what I'm saying? So every time I got a chance and I came to Miami, I'm caught, where you at? You know what I'm saying? Or whenever I can fly her somewhere or fly with me, like, you know what I'm saying? But she wasn't going. She still have her own life. Bird always been Bird.
he
you know
got
what I mean?
mad at me. I stand his ass up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Who cooked the most in the household?
It's kind of 50-50. I ain't gonna lie. He cook a lot for a man.
she can cook better than me.
I
though.
cook better than him, though, for sure.
Certain dishes.
I cook better than you anything.
Nah, you can't
Period.
cook cheeseburgers and fried better
Boy,
than
I'm
me.
smashing you on
Can't
them,
cook
man, too.
pasta
I took
better
the
than
whole
me.
recipe over.
Can't cook pasta better than me.
But soul food, he loves
Noodles
to eat.
better than me. You know what I'm saying?
Boy,
I
bless
got
my
the-
noodles kicking
I
yours
got
in
the-
the ass, boy. Please. I'm putting the broth in them things and everything. But you know, like that's the thing I love. That we from the same place, so it's kind of like we got this same little kind of little vibe or kind of like taste. I be like, do it taste like your grandma's? He be like, yeah, that shit. He like Celeste. I'm like, this the goal.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
what had me under the that's what got me, bro. Her soul food, cause like since my grandma passed, I really ain't never taste no soul food with that nutmeg and vanilla extract and all that little yams and brother slaw, that real homemade slaw and all that. Like, bro, when she
Snuck
did
in
that,
family recipe.
cause I never, you never cooked for me coming up. We used to
Nah, we
always eat
just
for,
yeah.
and drink and stuff like that. But man, when she cooked that Thanksgiving meal one time for me when I first got down here, you know what I mean? When I first got down, she was staying in Canton. She had her own house because I moved in with her first. You know what I'm saying? When I hooked back up with her, I was going through a breakup with my ex. You know what I'm saying? I was in a dark place, and my little cousin, Memphis D, lied because I'm just sitting in the house for some weeks. And he just lied to me like, man, Jessica, man, Dime looking for you. That's when she acquired the Dime piece name and all that name. You know what I'm saying? Dime, look. I'm like, who Dime? He was like, man, Jessica, man, Bird. She looking for you. I'm like, for real? You know what I'm saying? But he didn't text her the whole same thing
Same
too. Like, I'm
thing.
looking for
like
her.
He looking for me.
And that's
He
what
got that.
started because I'm
Shout out to
really,
Memphis D.
I really got my ex-cousin in the coffin to go run her down or whatnot. But bro, I'm on the expressway, dog. riding, dog. It's like God made me look up, bro. And I look up, I see a billboard. It's her on the billboard. I'm like,
In
damn.
Memphis, I had like billboards in Memphis with my hairline on there.
With the
That's
Pink
crazy.
Piece collection. So I'm on Airways, between Airways and Lamar. You know what I'm saying? I'm riding. I'm in the road, I'm just riding. Man, it's like God just tilted my head up. Like, this is where you supposed to be. That's why I feel like this is a match made in heaven for me. I feel like she been here for me. Because I'm a lower person, I went against it back then. You know what I'm saying? When I was young, he put her right there for me. You know what I'm saying? But I kind of went against it, just staying lower. You know what I'm saying? Being from the hood, want to be a lower person. But when it was over with their relationship, it's like, man, that might tilted my head up, and I looked up, and I'm like, damn, what am I doing? My little cousin just said she's looking for me. And
It was like perfect timing.
I hit a U-turn and drop shout out. I instantly call her, and it's so wild because when I call her, she's in Memphis.
Just there, kicking shit.
She's in Memphis at
But
the
I'm
time.
on some bullshit though, Drumma. I'm like, hold on. I'm that girl, I'm that girl now. You still got a situation because I can't be no side or nothing. That's my whole attitude when he called me that time.
But I'm
'Cause
telling
I'm
you,
like,
I'm
I've
like,
been playing that role with him and we've been friends, but I can't
now
do
you
it
putting
this
your
time.
foot
but you had dudes too, though.
Yeah, when we was going back and
You
forth,
had a
but I
dude,
know
too.
this time I didn't have a dude, and I just was like, if I do get to talking to him, I want to make sure he ain't got nothing going on because my name's so hot right now. I don't want to be
Right.
considered as nobody's side thing, not at that point in time. So once he told me the situation and he wasn't with her no more, I was like, oh, wait a minute.
But you still stood me up the first initial night.
I did.
You was like, I'm gonna come see you. Man, I
Make
went
a
and got
nigga-
fresh
make a
and
nigga
got my
look for
nails
you,
done. Man, I'm just sitting I got 2 cribs in Memphis at the time, so I'm just at one of the cribs out east, not the one that my ex. I'm just sitting there waiting on. My mama staying in this crib, so I'm just sitting there waiting on. I just wake up at 6 in the morning. I'm like, man, she ain't called me. You got me fucked up.
He kept calling me that morning. I
I'm like,
said,
man, what
he
the fuck
calling
wrong with you?
me.
You gonna play with a nigga like that? You gonna play with a woman? She was like, man, I ain't finna deal with you, man. You got this girl and you fucking with this girl still. Ooh. I'm like, man, I don't fuck with this girl, man. I'm like, all right, say what? I said, look, meet me at the house that we used to stay in then. You know what I'm saying? Me and the girl. I'm like, meet me down here. Matter of fact, nah, she was like, nah, I ain't coming over there. Now, meeting her at Superior. Her and Nikki B. You know what I'm saying? But when she got in the car, I hit the gas fast though. Like I didn't
I'm
waste
talking
no
about
time.
gas.
She jumped in the car. I'm looking at her. I'm like, "Oh, you still pretty?" I'm like, "You got a dick, nigga?" She was like, "No." I'm like, "All right." I'm like, "You want a family?" She was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "All right." I'm like, "Me too." And I said, "What else I say to you?" I was like, "Where you stay?" You was like, "Atlanta." I'm like, "No, nigga live there." She was like, "Nah, I got my own crib. Ooh, 3 stories and woo, woo, woo." I'm like, "All right, you want to have some babies and shit about me and all that?" She was like, "Nigga, I been wanting to have babies about you. I been liking you." Woo, woo. I'm like, "All right, go on, send your manager home." I'm like, you can stay in the car with me. You can tell her to go on in the car y'all in. Go ahead." We pulled off from there. We ain't never been separated.
We ain't
since.
never left since.
Been separated since that day. You know what I'm
And then,
saying?
you know,
That's in Memphis.
It's in Memphis. And I'm
That's
in the middle of on reality TV. I done posted that I got a new
Love and
dude.
hip-hop.
Yeah.
Who was that Superior when you posted me? I
Yeah,
said,
we in the car. I post. It goes crazy. They like,
Now
who is
you
this
done
new
got
dude?
down. Now that's your transition from NBA to TV
There it
Bruh,
go.
and that shit.
to reality TV, rather.
That's my transition from.
Then he says overshadows his career now.
Yeah, overshadows my career because I didn't know, in the NBA, we look down on reality TV kind of. You know what I'm saying? We really like, reality TV shit, I ain't paying nothing. Ooh. But, man, it's really a blessing to be on that because all them people trying to do is feed their families just like we feed our family. It's a hustle. You know what I'm saying? It's a hustle and it's their line. And like I said, she put me on TV. She brought me a Walker, too. Shout out to Walker. And Carly Red agreed to film with me because you got to have kind of like 2 people to know you to bring you in storyline, or you got to have some type of drop dead storyline to come on there. But Walker agreed to film with me. She brought me on. I was hesitant to go on, but I'm like, damn, I'm finna go try it. You know what I'm saying? It was one of the best experiences of my life other than the NBA. You feel what I'm saying? Going on TV with her.
We got engaged, had blessing, and it's been on ever since.
Yeah, proposed. Like, I ain't wasting no time.
Wisdom now. So
Yeah, I ain't wasting no time.
no, I was shocked. I didn't even know he was coming to Jamaica.
Now, I knew you were gonna be my wife because I didn't want, like, I was too far in my life, along in my life, to play games. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like I ain't.
That's why I tell niggas. I was telling Josh earlier, like man,
Mm-hmm.
you just you. It's a moment where you realize, like, bro, I done squeezed all of the fucking play. I could squeeze out that motherfucker. Like I'm tired of fucking juggling and
Yeah, I was tired at
and
that
goddamn
time,
trying to
too.
get out of this shit and get out of this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that was close. I don't want no more close callings.
Like, it was like I keep
had
telling
to
you,
rule you
it was
in.
like God spoke to me personally about like my grandma and them in heaven. It was like this who I've been picked for you. Like you was going, you know what I'm saying, on your own understanding and going on your own way. All you do is listen to God's way. We been had her right here for you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just doing my own thing. And I know she a zero tolerance type of person too. Like I wanted to experience the league. I knew very too emotional. You feel what I'm
I'm
saying?
turning shit down.
Like she beat the girl, I'd be like, ooh, I can't play with Barry like that. And you know what I'm saying? If I even went with her for real in the league before we even got married, we probably hate each other right now because I was gonna experience the league one way or another. Because who I came up around and what we was doing and just me wanting to experience the league. I wanted to go around, not saying I was just throwing myself apart and everywhere I went because I still see value in myself. You know what I'm saying? I value myself. Like I'm gonna pick mine carefully, whatever I did with people. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no plethora of people out here can say, you know what I'm saying, they done had me and I done had them. But I just knew I was sloppy. I wasn't gonna delete numbers out my phone. I wasn't gonna do nothing. And not my ego was kind of in the way. So I knew I was like, man, Barry gonna kill me. You know what I'm saying? If I even try to be serious, well, she gonna bust my windows and flat my tires. And,
Hey,
and you was right.
Hey,
But now,
you got to learn. We definitely learn from R.I.P. Lorenz and Wright. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these other guys, man. Like you playing with somebody at some point, man. It's gonna get violent. You know what I
it
mean?
can turn ugly.
it turned ugly with her at the my rookie year.
Yeah,
She
so
ain't put her hands on me, but
it
she
could
put
have
her
got
hands
right.
on the girl, could have got me kicked out the hotel.
Yeah, period. Bad look. But, you be young, you do stuff. But now, we married.
Yeah, it's a blessing. Just like I would never imagine this. I never pictured it. Never knew. But once I got in it and sat down and be still, you know what I'm saying? Because I got a relationship with God. Like, you know what I mean? That's like I do Bible study. I be into stuff, and I just sit back and see the grace He done had on my life. And in certain situations I done end up wigging myself out of and escape from. I just know it was Him, but I knew He been placed her around me for her to be with me from back then. You know what I'm saying? I just was going on my own way. You know what I'm saying? But I know for a fact that's who He picked for me right then. We just alike. You know what I'm saying? Just sometimes we bump heads because we just
Yes,
alike. You know what I'm
Lord.
saying? She my balance. She my scale. You know what I'm saying? Like everything I'm missing, she got it. You know what I'm saying? I'm mild mannered.
Y'all the same sign.
Yep, same sign.
You know
That's
what I'm saying?
Aquarius.
crazy. Me and my girl same sign.
See? That's
So
crazy.
it's that mirror when you looking at yourself in that mirror, like you dating the same sign. Everybody be like,
Yes.
"Oh, that's tough. Ooh, I don't know how you can da 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 da." But see, really, you're facing the biggest challenge.
The biggest challenge.
So once you can face the biggest, you know what I mean? I'm talking about the ultimate, the most high. Bro, if I can face this, I can face anything.
I can face myself. I
Yeah.
can
Yeah,
face
this
anything.
me. This a reflection of me.
And
Yeah,
she ain't
definitely a
and
reflection.
she not no weak woman. She a strong woman. Like them values that I value in her being a strong woman. She got her own mind. She got a voice. Like one thing about her, she gonna make sure her voice being heard. Like me being in the NBA at that time, I would have tried to suppress her voice. You understand what I'm saying? Just because of my ego. Like
And
shut up.
sometimes you don't want to see yourself, especially when you in your darkest moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to do this. Woo, this shit feel good. You know what I mean? But to have the person who can persevere and stand with you through it all, through thick and thin, before we agree to the vows.
Yeah.
That's the real day one.
And the realest thing ever, like when we got married, we went to the courthouse.
Yeah. We
Like I
still
don't
ain't
wear
had
my
no
ring to
wedding.
this day because I promised her. I said I ain't gonna wear my ring till I give you a ceremony. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I still promised her that ceremony, but I'm like, man, let's just go get married at the court then if you serious about it. She's like, all right, come on. And we went to the court. You know what I'm saying?
And I ain't really been too hung up on the ceremony. I feel like it ain't made.
I'm
or break
finna
my
have one,
marriage.
though.
You want one bad?
It's
but I
about
don't care.
no. I
yeah.
don't want
Make
one
or break
bad.
You gonna have tears.
I just feel
when
like
you-
I have to do it the
'cause
right
it's
way.
been a lot, and it's been a long road, and we have really. I feel like we have really like tried to master marriage, like really tried to work through it and like really figure it out. Cause we don't have no lot of friends around us married to ask questions and learn from or nothing like that. It's kind of like we figuring it out on our own understanding.
do.
Kind of like you do, but not
got
me. I don't really
Larry
have
and
a lot of,
Granny.
yeah, but I
You know
don't
what I'm
really have a
saying?
lot of married girlfriends or nothing like that.
Kim.
Yeah, but I'm saying Kim in another city, like that we hang out with. We don't have no married couples and stuff that we just tell our business or we
It's
can get another
important, for
opinion
sure.
from.
No, for
like
sure.
it's just us. So it's like dealing with that and just working through it, having kids and just still learning each other, you know, because we
sure.
all
It's
that.
a tug of
So
war.
it definitely is, but it's definitely worth every bit of it. It's fulfilling. I wouldn't have it no other way. Period.
Like marriage is hard.
It's definitely hard.
Like it's hard. Like especially if you around somebody every day. Like I retired from
And
the
if
NBA,
you're doing it
so
right.
I sit. But yeah, we trying to do it right. So you know, you sit back. You be around each other every day, and she a strong, especially having a strong woman that ain't no pushover. Like it'd be easy for some dudes having a pushover, but I don't want no pushover woman.
Yeah, it's not satisfying.
It's not satisfying. I like toxicity. I like a little bit of it all.
and accountability. Somebody that's gonna, push you to stand up and to be the best you. And sometimes, that hurts. I might not want to get out of bed. I might be tired. I stayed up to 5, 6 in the morning. He in my face at 7:30. Tell me, come on, we gotta get up. I bet, but it puts you in a stronger form, and it show you something that you didn't. Sometimes you don't even know you capable of doing.
Right.
You do stuff you ain't,
And
you're
one
doing
thing
the
about her,
impossible.
she my biggest supporter. Like she tell me, like I tell her something I'm finna do, and she'll be like, "Nah, that ain't you. That ain't big enough." You know what I'm saying? I see
Yeah.
you doing this.
I see
you
big things for you because I've been seeing you do big things.
Right.
You know,
You know
you
what I'm
pushed through
saying?
South Memphis, doing this, doing it, made it to the NBA, stayed in the league this
Getting
many
behind
years.
artists.
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
Yeah, all
CEO,
kind of, man.
label.
Man, come on, man.
Yeah,
met
he been
Drumma.
Drumma. He been coming
Yeah,
through,
come
cutting
on,
the
man.
check for artists.
Absolutely.
Been doing it, so I just feel like I see my husband in a certain way, and I'm not gonna bite my tongue or sugarcoat it. I see big, just like he tell me. He see me doing big things, or if he feel like I'm losing my focus or I'm losing who I am, he reminds me. So I try to do the same thing. So that's what it's all about. With me, with marriage, it's just like keeping each other up, like
and
keeping
kind of
each other-
seeing what the other person gonna become. Like one of the biggest things for me is seeing what she gonna be 10 years from now. You know what I'm saying? Because when you married to somebody, you know what they pet peeves is, what they weaknesses, what you want to see change. You can't change them because once you get to our age, you ain't trying to change no person.
Right.
I just know who her daddy is, who her mom is. I know what type of player her daddy is, so I know the person she gonna become. You know what I'm saying? Because she wear her heart on her sleeve, so she's an emotional person. You know what I'm saying? But I know when she check her emotion and put her emotions in her pocket, she gonna be a dog, a beast. You know what I'm saying? Like, and she look at me, once I do certain things, I'm gonna be a beast. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at like the outcome of her, like her end, what's the end game? And I'm one of her
But
biggest supporters.
that's the biggest thing. Like when you got a partner who can like call out your weaknesses and go over your weaknesses with you, iron sharpen
Strengthen
iron.
you.
So on the ear, you got to be able to listen to them and be like, damn, I do that, don't I?
Yeah.
Damn, I do. Woo woo woo. Da da da. And if I listen to you, I'm only gonna be a better person. I'm only gonna be 10 times better than I am now, 100 times better. Whatever I got in the bank now, might gone 10 times.
And that's what it's all about. It's a partner, your partner.
But we got joint bank accounts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
Like
on all it.
we 50-50 everything. I feel like our foundation, like what we building our marriage on, is a foundation. Because I look at it, we have a family now. This the immediate family. We got mamas, daddies, all that. But we building our family for the generations. You know what I'm saying? With wisdom, blessing, Shawne, me and her. You know what I'm saying? I feel like in 20, 30 years, we going to have family reunions. You know what I'm saying? It might be people that ain't family that's invited to them, people we meet along the way. You know, Drone, you going to pull up to everything.
Yes, sir.
Just
Come on,
loyal, real friend, because friends become family too.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like we've been trying to just build a solid foundation and raise these kids. Just like I told you at the on New Year's, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hard when you have a kid. Your wife, she gonna probably go through postpartum, gonna pull you this way and pull you that way, gonna be emotional because y'all been locked in so long. It's gonna be some of the same stuff she went through. But all you got to do is just,
beat her.
Bolt it down, bro, and figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't no right way to do this.
Yeah.
Ain't
It's
no,
just the way you figure it out.
Ain't no rule book for this. You know what I'm saying? For parenting. You know what I'm saying? Because congratulations on your, you know what I'm saying, addition that you finna have to the family.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But ain't no right way to do parenting. You know what I'm saying? You know certain stuff you don't supposed to do, have a kid around this and that or whatever. But it still ain't no right way. You know what I mean?
It's your way. It's what works for you.
It's a
Just
vibe.
like marriage, it's what works for you, what works for y'all, what makes y'all happy. And I think that's what we've been able to kind of figure out these last 7 years.
And keep people out your business.
Oh, yes. We don't put no, because that's when it goes on.
Oh yeah, you just gotta be able to adapt. Like with anything else, you know what I'm saying? I'm ready. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm excited to see you as a dad.
You know
That's so exciting.
He already gained the daddy weight.
Yeah, I see you get chubby around the cheeks
You hear me,
and
man?
shit.
Come on, man. I'm
Yeah.
ready. Listen, man.
I love it though. I love to see the growth. You know, we grow all together, and it's just that's the blessing of it all. Just growing all together, seeing each other families go, you know, all of that. Just
Like she done already told me if something happened to me, if I'm this, I'm gonna wash you up on this and this. And like, brother, you don't like that shit. Like that's something like that hit home. You understand what I'm saying? Because once you get older, you kind of get to thinking about the end game. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna become a day. Even though your latter years greater than your former years, it's gonna become a day where you know the men kind of die out a little bit before the women because we didn't always did all the running and women just sit back and be pretty and we cater to them. So just to know she already got planned, if I end up in a wheelchair or if I go down first, how she gonna wash me up, what's she gonna get put in the house for me and do this and do that, like, bro, that's security. You understand? All I got to do is play my cards right, you know what I'm saying, do the right thing by her and by my family, to where I know I'm taken care of in my older days, in my latter days. You know what I'm saying? When I can't walk no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For sure. But them the type of conversations you're going to have. Y'all married yet?
Man, we engaged.
Not engaged. Surely.
Yep,
Congratulations
surely
on
engaged.
this. But it's going to change once y'all get married. It's going to, bro, y'all going to have different
and the
type-
arguments don't be no cheat. It don't be that type of arguments.
Nah,
it's just
be,
every day.
You know, I know I'm gonna take the trash out, baby.
Yeah, you got an attitude. Why you saying like that?
Yeah.
You know, it's just
And
everyday
women just
stuff.
emotional creatures.
Yeah, we just don't play the radio, so it's just what y'all got to deal with.
You
And y'all
know.
love us, and y'all never going nowhere.
I ain't got no problem with that though. I'm a
We
team
players.
player. Yeah, I'm a you know what I'm saying?
So, husband, before we wrap it up, I want you to tell Drum and everybody what you got on your new clothing line you've been working on. He
Oh,
worked
man.
so hard on it.
Man, millionaire manners,
Yeah,
man.
Millionaire manners.
Millionaire
Give us a
manners.
little bit on that.
I need mine.
Yeah,
It's a real brand. It got some meaning to it. When me first getting into the league, when I was drafted, you know, still coming from Memphis, you know, my ego still thinking I'm wearing red monkeys and Vizus, thinking I'm still that thing.
Yeah.
But it's levels to it. You know what I'm saying? When you get up there with them 1st and 15 boys, when I say that is you get paid on the 1st and get paid on the 15th. That's a different type of level, you know. So your regimens change, you know what I'm saying? The products you use change, you know. So when I got up there, I'm still using Jergens, Johnson & Johnson lotion, and I'm using it getting out the shower, and by the time we get to the private, I'm back rusty. I got my hole between my fingers. Great.
You need
know what I'm
oil-based
saying?
lotion. Boy.
Yeah, so,
Yeah.
but I don't know that at the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm just using my normal regimens. You know, they might work when you was a kid, but when you get old, you know, you drying out a little bit. You know, them folks seeing me like, ghetto, man, what Steve Jackson, them, man, what's up with you? Bro? You got to do something better than that.
because they used to call you ghetto.
They used to call me ghetto. You know what I'm saying? That's the nickname that came to me because I came in acting so ghetto. You know what I'm saying? And just being from Memphis, you just that mane and all
Yeah,
that.
the
And
accent.
not
You
eating
just
nothing but
different.
chicken wings and
Charges.
cracked phones. And, you know what I'm saying? So they just told me one day, man, what you mean, man? I said, bro, you got to do this. You know, as a rookie, I was over getting all the soap and stuff for the locker rooms. You know what I'm saying? And all that. That was my doodle. I get fined. Bro, I go to CVS. You know what I'm saying? One time and go get them all the CVS brand, knowing they got CVS on it. I'm not knowing none of that. I'm just thinking that's cool. I paid the bar boy to go get me
Soap and
$300
soap,
worth of that.
Yeah.
Man, they bring that shit back, man. Them folks throw that shit in the garbage.
Man, we don't want this shit.
Want no
We
CVS brand on
use
this
rich
shit,
nigga soap,
man.
man.
We using, man, this and
Millionaire
that.
manners.
Millionaire manners.
Man, them folk putting baby oil on in the shower and still rinsing off, not knowing the water break off the oil and all this, and you drive, you greased up the whole time. You know what I'm
Nephew,
saying?
they been having baccarat.
What's that lotion you be using from Saks?
Which one? I love
The white, the little,
It's an oil base, I bet.
the good lotion, not Levain.
Lemire?
Lemire. Lemire, them folks down Lemire.
Yeah.
Folk got what's the man? You gotta understand, me and our manners come from because when I got there, I picked up a lot of manners. I done played for like 8 teams. I played with
Having
Dwayne
your nails
Wade,
done,
nails done, coming
feet
with
done.
like I came with no
Yeah.
toiletry bag. You know what I'm saying? I just used the soap that the locker room provided, which was a bar soap like the hotel. When them boys got toiletry bags, you know what I'm saying? Got
Gonna
Jean
smell
Paul
good all
Cartier,
day with
Yeah,
this shit
get
right
a
here,
bag
nigga.
with you.
That shit gonna wear off in
bag.
3 hours.
Yeah.
So they had their little man bags back then. It made me go get a Louis Vuitton bag. You know what I'm saying? And start putting my own regimen in there. You know what I'm saying? Facial creams. You know what I'm saying? Oils and different lotions and stuff that was gonna hold up with the travel and all that. You know what I'm saying? Go smell good because after every game we take a shower. And they put their best of stuff on, their best get up, brush their hair, put the wave cap on before you walk out the locker room just for a split 20 minutes. Which is millionaire man, because you're trying to present yourself in the best way for the little time that you present yourself. Like all that stuff that you see through these tunnels now, it kind of evolved to that. You know what I'm saying? It didn't start like that. What you see now, this fashion show going on, it been like that. Like you got OGs that set the tone for that. You know what I'm saying? From J.O., from Steven Jackson, from Al Harrington, D-Wade, UD, you got people that set the tone for that, for the millionaire manners, dog. PJ Tucker, like, he done took it to a whole nother level.
Yeah.
Shy, Gillis Alexander, they done took it to a whole nother level, but they started somewhere. And I was in the beginning of that start, and they kind of, you know what I'm saying, put it on me early and kind of made me evolve. You know what I'm saying? That's how I came up with this brand, Millionaire Manners, and it's just it's something you can put on that's going to exemplify that. You know what I'm saying? It's going to make you look like a millionaire. You know
Absolutely,
What's
man. We need something in the
up?
House of Fresh, man.
Gotta
I know
get a
that. I
little
need
slide
my
in here.
medium. You feel me?
I thought you said a large, man.
Man, nah, schmedium.
I gotta get that medium
Yeah, let me get
fit
that
right.
medium. Yeah, I can't be baggy, man,
Yeah,
with the millionaire mountains.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of you. Just want to tell you, I'm very proud of you. I'm proud of the man you are, the husband you are, your business, everything. Very proud of you.
Thank you.
And I'm
Absolutely.
happy to be
It's
your
great
wife.
of
And I'm glad you came on the show.
Hey,
Finally.
Man, it was
boy.
long
It
ado.
was too much to
Come
come
on,
on the
man.
Beauty and the Beast.
Before you leave, man, give us one thing you took away from playing with Kobe. You know what I mean?
Man.
R.I.P. Kobe the Great, man, the Mamba.
Man, one thing I took away from Kobe, it'd be crazy because me and Kobe kicked it. I got videos and stuff that I might put on my social media. I already had them up there, but, bro, keep God first, dog.
Yeah.
Like he said, bro, you don't know how big God is until, man, he got to carry the cross that you can't carry. You know what I'm saying? Kobe went to church every day and went in there and prayed. Always gave his time to God, was big on God. I'm big on God now. Like I said, the person I am now today, it stems from a lot of them people, you know what I'm saying, in the beginning of my life, because I can sit here now and just look back and see the grace that's on my life. You know what I'm saying? All the decisions I made that was wrong, but God still seen me through and still got open arms for me. You know what I mean? Like Kobe, God was big in his life. He really probably didn't talk about it a lot, but he went to prayer for hours every day, every morning. Even though he had a 4 o'clock morning where he get up and go work out at 4 and 5, he still gave God an hour that time a day where he went to the Catholic church and prayed. You know what I'm saying? Seen the priest and all that. And like right now in my life, God is a big staple in my life. Like I put my whole marriage and everything on the platform. I give it to him. You know what I mean? And let him have his way with it. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Nah, that's real, man. R.I.P. Kobe, man. We appreciate having you on the show.
Yes.
Beauty and the Beast podcast, man.
Beauty and the Beast.
And like that, we
We
gone.
out.
That boy steady cooking, dog.
Yeah, boy.